With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban it matters not if battery fun is shy or scan to see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Monday the 6th of May 2024. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed. We have an early super chat to shout out, so let me just repeat the animation for D-Dog.
Oh my dog, what's up?
And there we go. So, thank you very much to D-Dog for the super chat who says, but did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen. Yeah, he's getting me to fucking sing Kiss From a Rose again. So there you fucking go. He'll ask me if I can speak it. Well, fuck you, buddy. I'm gonna sing the bastard thing. Since you're forcing me to fucking have lyrics to fucking go down the way. Oh, he keeps spamming me fucking Kiss From a Rose lyric because I think he wants to fucking do an AI deepfake with my voice. But I think around those plans by actually singing the goddamn fucking thing. So there you fucking go. Make of that what you will. But aye, cheers D-Dog for the super chat and your bizarre quest to get me to fucking sing, you know, Kiss From a Rose. Right, there you fucking go. It's such a fucking, it's a great tune, you know what I mean? But it's have you ever actually paused to look at the fucking lyrics? It's a weird song lyrically. Although a lot of songs kind of share that kind of same weirdness, you know what I mean? When you kind of stop and think about it for a second and then you kind of think about the lyrics of tunes. And some songs have bizarre lyrics and people just don't think about them because it's like, oh, that song's a great sounding song. Yeah, anyway, fuck it. Phil's live and he's fucking blathering away in his chat. Apparently links is still broken. DSP Reacts links work, but DSP throwback links don't work. Also, what's he saying now? What's he saying here? I'm ready for more Never Crab's Treasure, and Phil's like, me too. And now I'm going to change the controls so the game actually responds to inputs. Oh lol. Ah, fuck me. So yeah, Phil's been hyping up this big gameplay change he's going to implement for his fucking playthrough of this game. He's going to tweak something apparently, and he's going to make it easier for himself so the game isn't as complex for him, isn't as challenging I guess, or whatever. Fuck, who knows. But there you fucking go. Anyway, yesterday was a good bingo. We had Barrett Wells as a guest and we won bingo, so we have $25 in the bingo prize fund so far. While we wait for Phil to come on and, you know, stream and start the show and all that jazz, I found a video from Nerdbrew. The video is called DSP Gaming, but it's just dead air. And it's a video that's over 5 minutes long. And he says, how long can you last in a dead air challenge?
Oh my dog, what's up?
And thank you very much to Warren for a super chat today, who says, the topic du jour on YouTube today seems to be about Sony backtracking on the decision to have you link your account in Helldivers 2. Yeah, I saw that earlier on. I think it was Profit posted something like that earlier on Discord. Yeah, there's a tweet from fucking PlayStation that Profit shared earlier on. So yeah, it looks like Sony have backtracked on that decision. Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May the 6th update, which is today, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. We're still learning what it is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated in future plans, so there you go. It's like Sony are backtracking after all backing down. I wonder if Phil's going to mention that, and I wonder if he'll claim credit, because Phil, you know what Phil's like, you know what I mean, he's going to fucking pretend that he had a say in some things even though he had nothing to do with the situation whatsoever. So who fucking knows? There we go. But yeah, as I said, there's a video here that Nerd Brew's made, and apparently it's just 5 minutes of Phil's dead air. How long can we last in a dead air challenge? Let's have a go. No, he almost talked.
I think it's stupid. I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm gonna tell you you're being a fucking idiot. You're spending $1 on a freaking
Jesus, man.
$1. It's too much. If you can't afford
This is all from the same podcast, bear in mind.
or pay fucking electricity bills, like you shouldn't spend a cent. What the? I'm sick of people that are just like, I'm a victim and using it.
This is such a bizarre compilation. Why would Nebrew think of doing this?
Them as dollar signs instead of people that live.
What possessed him to make this video?
See them as dollar signs.
And by the way, this is not muted. The audio is like full audio.
Dollar signs.
This is just Phil's natural dead air. This is all from the one podcast. This is normal speed. This is so weird. The little fucking hold on. The bizarre face jiggle before he starts talking. Like right here. Wait, what the hell was that? Why? Hold on. It's like, oh, I need to shake myself awake. I can't just fucking turn to the camera and start talking again. No, I need to randomly shake my face so I can wake the fuck up when I'm talking to my audience again.
I love my life. I have so much
And it does that again here? Kinda.
single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
We must endure. We must endure this.
Oh man.
I'm determined to get through the entire video.
From my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin.
Like, we're past DSP news. We're on to the contribution segment.
On mobile games.
There's been no tips so far. Oh, it cleared a shot. Wow.
I have so much fun. Every single
That
day.
broke the dead air monotony.
Bagging. I love
I
my
have another sip, of course.
I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun. Every single day.
How are we doing? Oh, an hour throat clear. Nice. We're not even halfway. Holy fuck. How can we not be halfway? Surely. No, surely this is like a compilation of other. No, it's all from the same podcast. Holy shit. He must have had so much dead air after the contribution segment.
To pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
Still dead air. Still dead air.
It's been a rough year.
Occasional throat clear.
Always have to mention that there's a tip skull on the stream. Why does he have to
Oh, what a strange video to make.
bring that up? Big ups.
But when you have over 5 minutes of actual dead air,
Tip me. I need tips tonight.
like literally like 5 minutes of nothing happening.
Pay my taxes. Pay my
The throat clear and the ear wiggle.
pay my mortgage. Pay my internet.
Jesus, man.
Utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay
And this is him scanning chat for Q&A.
my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my
Let me see here.
Oh, he's talking.
I focus on positivity. I
Nerd Brew,
every day on my
you included words.
person who revels in
That wasn't dead air.
to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my
Oh,
taxes,
for fuck's sake.
back taxes, I pay my utilities.
This is such a bizarre fucking idea for a video. But I'm gonna like it.
And only the third tip of the day, I really appreciate
Oh, Phil's going live. We need to pause the dead air, Phil. To well, it's that fucking intro again. I remember that intro. Here we go. We must finish a video. We only have like a minute and a half to go.
Tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. Please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more. Okay. Now it is time.
So much dead air.
Everyone looks forward to one of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done.
It never ends.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
And he's fucking bored deaf of his own fucking stream, his own chat.
Might leave the can on it, jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pulls and dumb shit.
Such a boring dick. What the hell, man?
Might go out with my bitch wife cat. Give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every
A dead air compilation. This is incredible. This is all from one podcast. This is not even from one day. This is all from 90 minutes worth of podcast.
blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend
When 5 minutes of that 90 minutes is dead air. Oh, an occasional go laugh.
pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the
On that strange face. I remember that face. I took a screenshot of that face.
spend money on pulls and dumb
All right, guys, I think it's time to end the podcast. We went late because we were dicking around here.
There we go. We made it. We fucking made it. Oh, 5 minutes of dead airness. Holy crap. Hey, wait. I'm going to respond to Nerd Brew. I'm going to respond to our Nerd Brew. Which, there you go, reply.
Wake up earlier today. We did not hit the
Bingo crew.
It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can. Just saying. You know, I know some people
There we go.
super chatting or
The
whatever.
bingo crew made it the whole video. A lot perished. Some of you guys are tapping out immediately. Bloody hell. Anyway, let's focus on the bingo now, and let's focus on today's podcast and all that jazz. Now, of course, for today's bingo, I'm going to need a random number. Can somebody please give me a random number in chat so we can pick a card for today's show? No pressure, but if it doesn't win, then it's your fucking fault. With that being said, Lelouch v Britannia was the first number in chat I saw who said 331, so they are bearing the responsibility today for bingo being successful. If it wins, then it's all thanks to me. If it fails, then let's blame Lelouch. So thank you very much, Lelouch, for sacrificing yourself to pick a bingo card. Here's today's card. As you can see, we have Phil to say idiot, percent, him touching his ear, him saying you guys, and him saying people saying. The second row is Phil talking about drama, him touching his eye, him saying goal, no exaggeration, and him laughing. The third row is Phil saying update, him bumping the microphone, him snorting, him having dead air, ironically, and him doing a Y or a T pose. Dead air had to be in I can't believe dead air's on there. The fourth row is Phil discussing the weather, him saying new games, million, hate to say, and literally. The fifth and final row is Phil saying what the fuck are you talking about? Allow me to explain, tips, react, and finally, reality. That's our card for today's show. I think it's quite a strong card. There's a couple of things that might be a bit difficult to achieve, but you know, it is what it is. We'll have to see what Phil says and does for this podcast today. And let's see if we can make it 2 in a row. Hopefully we can get a full house bingo today. And of course, as you guys know, the aim of the game with these bingos is for us to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 on these bingo cards. If we manage to do that, we'll add $25 to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at $25. So there you go. And yeah, I'll say the aim of the game, as I said, is we're trying to get as many bingos in a month as possible. So when we get to the end of the month, one of you guys can potentially win some money from the bingo prize fund. But if you want to have a chance of winning that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you've left a comment on a community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you haven't done that yet, you've got until the end of the month to make sure you're going to be eligible to win for a chance of winning that bingo prize. When we have a marble race to determine who wins the bingo money. So there you go. Now, of course, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces on the bingo card you see before you. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording very shitey gameplay, that gives us a free space. If Phil says
What?
5 times, that gives us a free space as well. And if we get 100 likes on his bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only that gives us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So there you go, you guys are in direct control of one of the ways we can get a full house. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre bodily functions. With all that being said, the only thing that's left me to do is to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send his aff into battle once more. And on that note, it time go, I guess. I wonder if it's got a short intro. I think it might be.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today, we have updates on many different things, including the breaking of the channel references here on YouTube, chargebacks against this channel, as well as the ongoing Helldivers 2 controversy that we've been talking about over the last week. Plus, it is only a half day of streaming today. We'll talk about why. And also, a big update here with my Another Crab's Treasure playthrough. So all this plus game news and more coming on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
An update in the chargebacks, you say? How interesting. You know it's not anyone's fucking business. I'm curious to see what Phil's going to say about it.
Alrighty, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. It is a new week, and it is a new day here on DSP Gaming. Today, it is all about Another Crab's Treasure, a fun Souls-like I've been playing for the past couple of weeks.
Who fucking cares?
Play it, especially with the update I'm going to do to the game today, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Today's Monday, the 6th of May, 2024. You may have noticed it looks very bright in here. That's because outside we have full sun today, and also it's very windy. So it's actually blowing my blinds in on the room here, and the sun is coming through the blinds, screwing with my lighting. And there's really nothing I can do about that. I can't keep the blinds in place during a super windy day. All I could do is go over there and try to like push them back into position.
So you're going to do it now without even pausing OBS in the middle of your fucking podcast right as you fucking begin. This couldn't have been fucking done before you started the fucking show a minute ago. Holy crap. Sadly, we don't have stands up on the bingo card today, I believe. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Although it could be dead air. Let's see if this constitutes dead air.
Blinds in place during a super windy day. All I could do is go over there and try to like push them back into position.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting it. I'm counting it as dead air.
And that only works to some extent. FYI, there's going to be hot weather coming here in Washington this weekend, summer-like weather in the 80 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, which means this office, if I don't do anything, will probably be almost 100 degrees. I'm not going to do that. So on my day off this week, I'm actually going to install all the air conditioning in the house, and it looks like we are going to be heading into air conditioning season. It is what it is. I tried my best to hold off this year as long as I could. We actually did get a little bit longer. There have been some years where I've had to put in the air conditioners as early as mid-April, but we got at least to around mid-May, so it is what it is, right? Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about today, guys. Mostly a bunch of updates on topics we've already discussed previously on the show. And so I'd like to get you all updated on the @channel address issue here on YouTube, which I talked about at length yesterday. The status and update on some chargeback situations here on the channel, as well as a big positive update with the Helldivers 2 situation we've been talking about over the last week, plus all kinds of other stuff going on in the gaming realm of news. So we're going to have a decent variety show here today of topics to cover, all right? So let's talk, shall we? And by the way, good morning, everyone. A lot of people are coming and saying good morning. How you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's just jump right into the first topic, which is a direct update to something we talked about yesterday, okay? So yesterday, right here on the show, I gave you guys an update about this weird situation going on YouTube with the names of channels and how you access them with the web address. So for example, this channel is DSP Gaming. Now, because DSP Gaming has been around since 2010, that's 14 years.
Who fucking cares?
Legacy YouTube channel addresses, meaning you could just go to youtube.com/DSP Gaming and you're here. But if you go to any other YouTube channel that was made in like the last 10 years, they don't have those cool direct addresses. What they have are big gibberish addresses that are like youtube.com/channel/65421-_G2756. You know, it's nonsense. And you'll never know that. You'll never know that web address for any channel. So what you need to do is find a way to shortcut it. So you bookmark the channel, you subscribe to the channel, right? But what they did is in the last few years, they took channel names and started giving them @ and then your channel name. So for example, on Twitter, you have a @ they call me DSP is my Twitter account. That's how you can find me on there. They started doing the exact same thing here on YouTube with this new handle system. But what we found is that in the last few days, YouTube somehow broke the system. They updated the code to the website, and now when you type in youtube.com/@DSP throwback, you get a channel page error. It was actually a 404 error. And it's like, why the hell are you getting a 404 error? You know, that's obviously there's an issue, right? By the way, I'm just ignoring all nonsense in the chat. If anyone has problems, if anyone has issues that has nothing to do with the content, you have to email me. I don't talk about this shit live on a stream. So I'm just banning anyone trying to derail my podcast.
Oh, for God's sake, he's fucking ban-hammering people already. We're only bit, so we're fine. Hold on. I feel like we're merited in fucking exploring what people were saying in the chat to trigger such a response. Give me a second here, I'll pull up raw Phil and we'll see what we can see.
In the
Shut up, Phil. You know, give me a second here. I'll put this over here. So let's go back in time 5 minutes and see what his chat were saying at the time. Is he actually complaining about, like, what some people in the chat were saying? Oh my, Happy Gamer Studios is in Phil's chat. I don't know if it's a real one or a genuine one. Oh my god, can you imagine if it's a real one? Happy Gamer Studios, who made a detractor game. That's the name of the studio that made a detractor game. Saying, hey, DSP Gaming, hey Phil, someone made a false DMCA claim on a game about you. You think you could help me out of it? And that's probably what Phil saw and why he fucking freaked the fuck out and like saying, okay, ban, or whatever. And also maybe this guy as well, FYI, you insult our intelligence repeating such simple things to us, DSP. But I have a feeling that Phil seeing Happy Gamer Studio is what made him freak the fuck out. So we can get this playing. So it doesn't want to play. Come on, play.
And it's like, why the hell are you getting a 404 error, right?
And then I sees a message.
By the way, I'm just ignoring all nonsense in the chat.
Yep. And that's what made. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Happy Gamer Studio. But it's made him made him freak the fuck out about it. Yeah. So there you fucking go. Let's get back to normal, you know, fucking our own DSP. So. Yeah, Happy Gamer Studio has tried contacting Phil about this false DMCA strikes, and Phil's just calling it nonsense in the chat, and he's ignoring it and he's banning it. So, make of that what you will.
Ask right now, and if you have a serious issue, email me. Okay. Anyway, so with all that being said, let's continue now because I got distracted by people in the chat trying to be stupid. So if you go to youtube.com/@DSP throwback, for example, my throwback channel, it will give you a 404 error like the page didn't exist. Now, is that true? No. The page exists. You can still access it. All the videos are live. They're all monetized. Everything's working. And you can even find DSP Throwback by searching on YouTube. But you just can't use the @channel reference for some reason. So I talked about this yesterday, and I said, hey, everyone, FYI, if you have a bookmark or you have a link, change it, because sadly, it ain't going to work right now. YouTube broke their @references. I did it myself. I went through all my different bots, and, you know, like Nightbot programming and stuff like that, and I had to change all the commands. On the main channel page of each of my channels, it was referencing the other channels, and those links were broken. So I had to change those links around, okay? So, big mess, basically. Big mess that they created. And so, that was the status as of yesterday, and I said, gee, I hope that they fix it. So this morning, I go to test it again. Get this. Now, the DSP Reacts channel link works again. So you can type youtube.com/@DSP Reacts, and you'll get to DSP Reacts. It works. But it still doesn't work for the throwback channel, but now you get a different error. Now, instead of saying, what you'll do is you'll type in youtube.com/@DSP throwback. And what happens is the YouTube automatically then tries to take you to youtube.com/DSP throwback without the @ symbol. And now you get an error that says that page doesn't exist. So it's no longer a 404 error like yesterday. Now they changed the error to being a that page doesn't exist error. So they're doing something. They changed something within the last 24 hours because the React channel has been repaired, but not the throwback channel. And again, this is not just my channels. This is an issue that's been all across YouTube that with various channels, and some people are affected, some people aren't. There's various different degrees of being affected. It's really stupid. So I don't know. Hopefully they do fully fix it, you know, soon. It seems like obviously they're doing something to work on it, or else it would have not even changed this morning for the React channel. So fingers crossed. Let's hope that they fix that. Okay. So,
who fucking cares?
There you go. That is one thing going on. All right. Now, the other thing that I want to give you all an update on is in regards to chargebacks on this channel. All right. I mentioned this last week because it hit me pretty hard last week. Right in the middle of last week, I received over $200 of PayPal chargebacks for tips from back in April. Okay? This sucks. Because when chargebacks happen, you half the time cannot really do anything about it. It depends on so many different factors. The nature of the chargeback, the size of the charge, how the actual tip was given, like what financial institution was involved, the nature of the chargeback, because there are different ways things can be charged back. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it because you guys don't need to know that at all. And quite frankly...
Well, Phil, we don't need to know any of this. If Phil's about to fucking say, quite frankly, it's not our business. Phil, don't you dare.
The less publicly known, the better, because you don't want idiot trolls out there.
No, Phil said a day at least. But yeah, Phil, if you're going to talk about your own financial situation, then you're inviting questions about your finances. You're inviting, speculation. You're inviting this. By publicly disclosing you're going through a chargeback situation, you're inviting this discourse with people wondering what about the money in your own financial situation and where it all goes. You would have been better off not saying a goddamn fucking thing, Phil, but you couldn't fucking help yourself. You just fucking had to fucking lure that fucking chargeback bait out to your audience, so in the hope they might fucking feel sorry for you and throw you a ton of fucking money, because, oh, poor Phil Burnell, our beloved DSP is going through a chargeback situation, poor guy, let's throw him some comfort money to make him feel better. That's what you're really hoping for, Phil. It didn't really fucking come through that way, did it?
Was involved, the nature of the chargeback, because there are different ways things can be charged back. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it because you guys don't need to know that at all. And quite frankly, the less publicly known, the better, because you don't want idiot trolls out there to try to figure out ways to do it, right? But basically, it hit the channel hard last week. It sucked. But you guys rallied, and I had a solid last few days of streaming last week. And overall, I can tell you, it hasn't been that bad. Hopefully, it won't impact the channel that badly at all. But now, just so you guys know, I've gotten wind from somebody else who has been kind of monitoring the situation that, of course, my detractors are so stupid, they can't just do something without publicly talking about it, because that would be, like, smart. You understand? They always have to brag about what they're doing to hurt me, even if it's an outright crime. Now, don't worry, they'll never get prosecuted for it because they're anonymous on the internet, which is the only reason why they do this shit. They're pussies, okay? But, yeah, they brag about it and talk about it all the time. They're just so dumb, all right? In this case, the reason I'm bringing it up is because they are actually planning more chargebacks, and they are actively trying to hurt this channel by making it look like it's doing better than it is. So
I have seen no evidence of this whatsoever anywhere. And you think Phil would fucking show evidence of this to fucking verify his claims, so it's not just him spouting stuff. And it's like, no, it's just, who has a track record of lying for their goddamn teeth for the last fucking decade and a half? Phil Burnell. Whenever fucking detractors make claims, most detractors fucking have evidence to back it up. Phil, I want to see some receipts here. You know what I mean? I really want to see some fucking receipts here. Jesus. Oh, fuck me, this is all the more reason. Like, hold on, give me a wee fucking second here, let me, fuck me, man. Sorry, I was busy doing something. But yeah, this is all the more reason. Phil, like, you claim you've seen evidence of this. You claim you have somebody monitoring things behind the scenes for you. But you're not going to show the evidence of these shenanigans happening to justify your claims? Apart from some sort of strange detractor op in the works relating to chargebacks? The only thing I've seen being talked about right now currently is the detractor game and that drama shit, you know what I mean? And was it Phil, or was it somebody who pretended to be Phil? That is the only thing I've seen really being discussed by detractors. That's the one big talking point right now. Nobody's really... I mean, I personally didn't fucking believe Phil when he told people he had a chargeback situation going on. I thought it was just fucking, begging bait. I need to hear this one more time.
It's an outright crime. Now, don't worry, they'll never get prosecuted for it because they're anonymous on the internet, which is the only reason why they do this shit. They're pussies, okay? But, yeah, they brag about it and talk about it all the time. They're just so dumb, all right? In this case, the reason I'm bringing it up is because they are actually planning more chargebacks, and they are actively trying to hurt this channel by making it look like it's doing better than it is. So allow me to explain, okay? You may have noticed this last week already. We're 3 days into the streaming week, correct? You may have noticed that in the last few days, I've hit a bunch of tips goals, all right? Now, I'm not saying that that's abnormal or anything. Sometimes I hit tips goals around here. But I'll be honest, yes, yesterday, as I'm doing my React streaming day, which is the thing that I'm going to update you all on because it went pretty well, I'm wondering how it's going to go. And then all of a sudden, I start getting tips during the streams, some of which are people I recognize, some of which are people who are kind of newcomers from the last few weeks, but they've been a good part of the streams. And then I start getting tips that are completely anonymous. No name attached, no message attached, nothing. and a tip comes in like that and you don't know what to do, I mean, I'm not going to discredit it. I'm going to shout it out and say thank you. But you never know if those are legit or not. Sometimes they're completely legit. It's just a viewer who wants to contribute but doesn't want to shout out because they're afraid of harassment on the internet or getting doxxed, and they're like, I'm just going to do it anonymously. Perfectly fine, and I totally understand that, and I really appreciate that because that helps things a lot, and it keeps you safe. But at the same time, you have to be skeptical, right? When you're getting those kind of contributions, and you're like, I don't know if this is going to be real or not. You know, you count it, you shout it out, you say thanks, but you never know what's going to happen with the chargeback. So basically what's happening is this. If you haven't noticed the last few days, there's been a few days when I'm hitting either the $50 or $100 tips calls. And even to some extent, the other day I remember I had the vest on and everything. It was like crazy over the top levels of support, right? So what's happening is these morons are now publicly saying they did this on purpose. They're coming to various streams and dropping a $20 tip here.
Look, I'm going to tell you right fucking now, Phil. If I saw any fucking detractor show up on social media and say I gave Phil a whole bunch of fucking money and I'm going to call them a fucking brain dead moron. Look, this is absolutely ridiculous. Most detractors generally tend to agree that giving Phil any goddamn money whatsoever is a dumb fucking move. Especially if it's a large amount of fucking money. Those guys just get fucking hit with the special label of being fucking some sort of dent-headed fucking weird op wrangling fucking moron. Or, you know, they're trying to fucking touch the poo and all that shit. It's just let fucking shit happen naturally, you know? What the hell? Like, so, whoever's doing this, if Phil has saw people bragging about this, I'll tell you one thing, they're not really detractors. They might be fans who also like being detracted. Because Phil is a very weird... Phil's audience and Phil's fan base is quite strange, because some of his fans unironically like what he does. Like, they generally kind of support him, they like his content, they find it entertaining, they find him entertaining, which is bizarre for a notion to think of for us, but they like him. That's fair enough, okay, each to their own. If they like that, then okay, so fair enough. Phil has some people in his audience though that like to support him, but they also like to fucking poke the bear with a stick. Your 672s, for example, you know what I mean? He's like obviously a fucking denthead, he's fucking throwing Phil money all the time, but he's also keen to try and antagonise Phil whenever he can, and he knows he's like treading that thin line. You know what I mean? If he wasn't such a fucking, you know, supporter, he would have probably been long gone. But because he fucking throws Phil a couple of bucks here and there, he gets to fucking get away with saying a couple of sneaky wee things here and there. Yeah, Phil's fan base is kind of made up of, like, you know, dentheads who are fucking devoted, and then you got the fucking strange, the strange other side of that, you know what I mean? They kind of want to watch him, but they want to fucking mess with him at the same time. Those aren't detractors. They're definitely not fucking detractors. But I guess Phil's seen some ops by people in that kind of camp, and he's labelled them as detractors because, oh, if they're not with me, they must be against me. Because, yeah, according to Phil, his audiences are black and white. And it's not some strange combination, variety of different fucking factors or whatever.
A $30 tip here. Someone even said they did a $50 tip. And it's all anonymous, and they're planning on charging it back later. Now you might say, well, I don't get it. Why would they even bother doing that? All it does is it makes it look like you're doing better and you get perks and everyone's happy. Well, here's what they're doing. They do it on purpose because when it looks like I'm doing good on a stream, other people who are legit supporters might say, oh, okay, Phil's doing all right today, so I don't need to really contribute today. They'll come back later in the week and see if it's a slower stream and I'll...
So, Phil, that is not the way that streams should be organised. That is not a healthy fucking relationship to have with your audience. That is such a that is such an absolutely mind-numbing fucking approach to fucking streaming.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much, Caldeston, for the super chat. It says dentractors is a proper term. Thank you very much. Dentractors, there you go. So these are the kind of fucking dent-headeds, you know, they're dent-heads, but they fucking float in Phil's chat and pretend to be fans, but they fucking give Phil money, but they also fucking want him to fail and suffer and be miserable, and yeah, there's a strange breed. And it's a surprising number of them, I found out, you know what I mean? It's not just, there's not a massive amount of them, but there's certainly a strange number of these fucking touch-a-poop kind of dentractors out there. They fucking like throwing Phil money and then fucking trying to do some strange op at the same time. Oh, fuck me, man. But yeah, this is such a Phil's mentality. Like, oh, if Phil's doing, it's such a strange. Imagine fucking convincing yourself that your audience give you money, not because they want to give you money, but because they want to make sure you've hit a certain amount of money that particular day. Like they fucking want to make sure that you fucking, you know, I better go along to fucking DSP Gaming and make sure he's fucking made enough money today. Like, I need to make sure I missed the stream earlier on because I was fucking busy looking a window or something. I better fucking log into YouTube and get into DSP Gaming and see if he's fucking hit the tier 1 tips goal yet, and if not, I better ask my mummy and daddy for their credit card so I can make sure that fucking DSP is happy. No one is thinking that, Phil. No one is. Look, if you're, I mean, it doesn't matter. What doesn't matter what stream it is. The audience will support if they want to support. But Phil has generally convinced himself that his audience are so special that they won't give him money if he's doing well. Like, if it looks like Phil's doing well on a stream, his audience will just say, okay, we don't need to tip Phil anymore, he's doing good. He's literally convinced himself of that.
I'll help him out there. In fact, no exaggeration, a fan actually wrote me an email and said that's exactly what happened this week. There was a stream where they were coming by and they actually liked the stream and they wanted to support, but they saw that I'd already hit all the tips goals. They said, all right, you know, I'll hold off, I'll come back later in the week.
Why? That is not a real fan. Hold on, that's such a strange email to give someone. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Can you imagine sending you sent him an email. So this person had money they wanted to give you, Phil. This person felt to themselves, I've got a spare bit of money, I think I could give it to one of my favourite content creators, and they log on to the stream and see, oh, Phil Burnell doesn't need my money today. I think I'll withhold my funds and move the fuck on. Phil, this is such a... If anyone actually has that mentality when they're supporting streamers, it's a fucking weird mentality in my opinion. This is such an... I'm losing fucking brain cells trying to comprehend the fucking rationale and logic behind not only Phil's mentality to this, but apparently his own audience's fucking mentality as well.
And then come to find out, these detractor idiots are bragging publicly, oh yeah, I tipped on that stream, and I'm going to just charge him back later in the week. So he would have gotten more, but we screw him over now. You see? So that's what they're doing. They're basically trying to make it look like I'm doing better than I am. So that way, people are fooled, and then they hit me on the back end. All right? Why am I telling you this? Because I just want you to be aware that it's happening. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not asking for any change in...
Oh my god. Just fucking kill me now. Phil's not asking for anything. He just wants people to be informed. By the way, Phil's not going to show evidence of this whatsoever. You know, where's the fucking evidence? Where's the source? It doesn't exist. This is... Oh my god. Right, let me rewind it and make... I'm going to let him cook. I'm going to rewind it 5 seconds, let him cook.
Why am I telling you this? Because I just want you to be aware that it's happening. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not asking...
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat, who says there's enough money in the pot, let's skip bingo. Oh god damn. It's damn fucking tempting, I'll tell you that. Fuck me. Let's get bingo. You know, instead of fucking doing bingo, I'm just gonna fucking sing Kiss from a Rose to fucking appease D-Dog. Ba-ya ya ba da 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 ba-ya ya, for fucking hell. Jesus. I'll just fucking making D-Dog's fucking dream come true and I'll fucking sing Kiss from a Rose. Oh, fuck me. I love how people would rather endure the podcast and hear me sing Greg Light screaming no, sick monkey saying stop. Oh, what's worse, DSP's podcast or me trying to fucking sing?
For any change in behavior from you whatsoever. I just want you to know that this is going on actively and that when you see things going on YouTube, it's not always as it appears. You know, a lot of these people say, oh, I track every single dollar that comes in from a content creator, and so I know that they make this and this and this. It's totally untrue. There's always a behind the scenes world of charge.
Shout out to Piece of Peace.
Backs, fees, you know, all kinds of stuff going on. Half the time, anyone who's tipping me less than, say, $5, I'm getting significantly less than what you're even seeing. Remember that PayPal has a flat fee that they take per transaction plus a percentile of each transaction. If you tip me $1, I get like 60 cents, if that. It depends on where you're from, what region. So there's all these factors involved. And then I do get chargebacks all the time. I really do. I just don't talk about them publicly. But the reason I brought it up last week is because it's very abnormal to be getting that much of a hit of a chargeback all at once. And yeah, that definitely hurts the channel when it happens. Okay. So FYI, don't make judgments just based on what you see up front, because it may not be true. You know?
I love how so Phil is desperately trying to fucking paint a picture. But just because he's fucking got to wear a hat the last couple of streams doesn't mean that the support has to slow down. And he's fucking painting some strange fucking detractor narrative here that, oh, the detractors are planning to hurt Phil by giving him a bunch of fucking money and then apparently try to charge back it. I was like, oh, apparently this evidence exists on social media. Is Phil going to show us? No. Oh, then how do we find the evidence? Oh, we don't. We've just got to fucking trust Phil Burnell as being genuine and sincere. Even though there's no reason for Phil Burnell to withhold the evidence here. Because it's in Phil's best interest to not only warn his audience, but show his audience as well some sort of strange shenanigans going on. There is absolutely nothing preventing Phil Burnell here from disclosing to the internet as a whole the strange op that's going on. So why doesn't he show evidence? There's no way that there's no leg to stand on here for Phil to fucking say that he has no reason to show evidence, because like, you know, it's not going to hurt him. How would it hurt Phil Burnell to show evidence of detractors planning these shenanigans behind the scenes of giving Phil money? You know, it's so dumb. So yeah, and also Phil said percentile.
Burger.
That counts a percent. Fuck me, this is brutal. And by the way, people ask for otters. The pool is being cleaned out right now. I think it's being filled up as we speak. I'm going to live otter fucking cam. No, it's not even been filled back up with water yet. They're cleaning the pool out, so no otters right now.
Just saying, you know, and listen, to the person who wrote me that email, I really appreciate that message, because now I know what's going on. And absolutely now I kind of understand the nature of what's happening and why they're probably doing it. Well, hopefully talking about it like this and spreading awareness, at least we'll have some people, you know what's going on. And hey, if you come by and you like the content, please support it. And, you know, if you want to hold off on supporting, you can do that too. I'm not...
Are you serious, Phil? If you want to hold off on supporting, you can do that too. You have had several fucking times in the past several years where you have cried and bitched and whined and moaned and accused your audience of withholding support from you for no reason whatsoever.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, but just be aware that what you see isn't always what you get, right? You know, we may be having a great time on a stream, celebrating with perks and having a good time, and we'd be looking silly in a vest and a hat and going, you know, having a great stream, and the next thing you know, later in the week, it all got taken away from me. And that sucks. And I'm not saying that's happened yet. It hasn't, but it very well could. And again, if these idiots weren't so dumb to publicly talk about and announce what they're doing, I wouldn't even know. But they're so dumb, they literally do. They posted on Kiwi Farms.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, first of all, literally.
Burger.
Phil, evidence. Phil, just evidence. Any evidence, any receipts, anything. Please. Show us any receipts you've got here.
Come the fuck in and fuck off.
Big ups to XGS are popping our membership message for 4 months now and says he's shaking that fruity shirt off of himself. Damn. Yeah, his leg jiggling's out of control today. Big time. Yeah, fact is, Phil has no reason whatsoever to not show fans evidence, his audience evidence. His lack of evidence and the lack of knowledge from detractors about this situation makes me believe that Phil is absolutely making shit up as per usual. Ah, fuck, Phil's dumbass fucking explanation broke the stream.
Scotland forever!
They talk about it on Discords and in video comments and shit like that. I mean, they're moronic. They just can't get enough of bragging about committing crimes. Because when you commit a fraudulent chargeback, it is a crime. You have actually broken the law.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Prophet for the super chat, who says, done with the drama, you guys. Yeah, remember Phil claimed he was all finished with the drama and all that nonsense. He just wants to fucking sit there and play games and have fun. Good times. Good times. But those times are long gone now. So yeah, and so basically, Phil's message here to his dumbass dentheads is give him money. Even if you think he doesn't need the money, he always needs your money. So give him money. That's essentially the core point of his message, Phil. YouTube, stop being weird. No.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Christ!
That's the fact that it's not prosecuted on the internet doesn't mean you didn't commit a crime. It just means you got away with it. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to talk about that and get it out of the way, and now we did. Okay, so speaking of yesterday, yesterday was my weekly react day, meaning no gameplay, but instead me reacting to the content all over the internet on the DSP versus the Internet clip show, and then of course doing a retro react to the Walking Dead Telltale series on the Throwback channel. It went pretty good. Now listen, my react days do not get as much attendance as my gameplay days, but overall we've got a good crowd of people who really enjoy the content. We got a good group of supporters on the react channel that are all channel members that submit those clips every week. And it was a good variety show yesterday. Like, I really, really enjoyed. Again, this is the sun, guys, coming through my blinds. That's why the lighting's going up and down. I can't help that. It's windy and sunny outside. But yeah, like...
Imagine, like, pig-splaining the fucking sun to your audience. Let me just hold it in my hand and pig-splain the sun.
It was a really, really good variety show yesterday. I had a great time with the show, and I really liked the content that you guys submitted. So thank you for that. You know, 2 parts, actually, as of this morning... 3 parts of that should be live, and another 3 should be going live over the course of the week over on DSP React, which I can now say you can access at youtube.com/@DSP Reacts because they restored the link. So I hope you'll give it a look and consider becoming a member over there, because if you're a member at the submissions or ultra tier, those are the people who submit the clips that we watch on the show, and that's why the show ends up being so good. So please consider it, okay? Now, last night on the Throwback channel, which I can't give you the link for because it doesn't work, just search for DSP Throwback on YouTube, we did a very fun retro react stream of The Walking Dead Season 1. We got through most of Episode 4. Episode 4, by far, is the longest episode in the entire season. It's 15 parts, but if you do the math, okay, it basically equates to almost 3 hours. And, you know, these streams are around 2.5 hours long. And last time I actually did a half hour first. And then last night we got through like 10 parts or 11 parts, something like that. But we still didn't finish it. It's that long of an episode. So it was good. There was a lot of suspense, a lot of drama, sadly some deaths, some interesting stuff with character development. And we are now heading full speed into the finale of Walking Dead Season 1. Again, we had a good engaged crowd and good support. And this is what I mean. Like yesterday, usually, typically, on a react day, all right, I do okay. Yesterday, for some reason, I had crazy amounts of support.
Okay, I need to stop him right fucking there. He is saying he had crazy amounts of support. He had like fucking 6 tips all day. So, I'm not sure who it was that broke down the support for him. It might have been Jade. I don't know. I mean, hold on. Was it Otter? I'm going to just check. Because somebody broke it down. Actually. Perfectly. I'm not sure if it was Otter. My god, Otter tweets a lot. Hold on. wait a second. Wait a second. Somebody broke down the actual tweets. Not tweets, the tips. And, okay, I don't think it was Otter. Somebody, like you said, like this amount was by so and so, that amount was by so and so, whatever, and it really showed you it was like not a huge amount of people. The organic support was not there. Maybe JG Ano, like come on, just there you go. Was it this particular detractor that broke it down? Somebody broke it down perfectly with a fucking. Nah, it wasn't then. God damn it! Game of face. I'll go Game of face. Oh, is it Dash Fire? I don't know. Hold on. I don't even know if I follow them. Dash Fire. What's their thing? What's their handle? Can somebody? Is it just Dash Fire? Oh, fucking great. Fire. Is it just at Dash Fire? Surely not. Balls. I don't think I follow them on Twitter. Yeah, but I seen the tweet earlier on. I seen somebody's tweet anyway, breaking down who did what for the tips, and there's like literally like 6 odd tips or something. The real Dash. Okay. The real Dash Fire one. There we go. Oh, they follow me. Oh, let me just call it follow and then pretend I was following all along. Anyway, there we go. But there we fucking go. But yeah, I believe they posted. What the fuck is some of the fucking images I'm seeing in this fucking Twitter feed? So I went too far. So the Prey stream, $17, 5 that was a big dog. DSP versus the internet, $3, $50 from an anonymous person, $33 from Lisa Lou. The podcast, okay, so no, sorry, not a podcast. The React show had 2 tips for a day stream, okay? 2 individual people gave them tips, okay? The night stream So and this is a tip here. This is a tweet I saw earlier on. So the throwback stream, 75 buckaroos, 35 from Jeremy, 25 from Anonymous, 15 from Hasso. So, yeah, I mean, Phil had 5 tips, essentially. I mean, 6 if you count the fucking pre-stream or whatever. But the main meat of the content that Phil had yesterday, I've a literal handful of people tipped him. And his language here is saying that he had an amazing support yesterday because 5 people tipped him. To me, that's not an amazing support day. That's just a bunch of whales turning up to fucking throw money at you. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you rather have like a whole bunch more people like giving you smaller amounts? Because that's like more sustainable, you could I'd argue, you know, more organic. When there's when it's 1 or 2 individuals propping up the support for the show, the streams. I don't know, man, what the fuck? It's just, it blows my mind. Thank you very much, guys, for helping me find Dashfire's Twitter, just so I could fucking show those tweets.
Again, we had a good engaged crowd and good support, and this is what I mean. Like yesterday, usually, typically on a React day, all right, I do okay. Yesterday, for some reason, I had crazy amounts of support on both React streams, and when you see that, you're like, so is this what they were talking about with the fake tips, and they're going to charge these back? Could this be why yesterday was such a strongly supported day? Or maybe not. Maybe it's legitimately people liking the content, and I'm just going to take it at face value. There's nothing I can really do about that. If it happens on the back end, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here like Among Us and start suspecting everyone around me to be the imposter. Instead, I'm just going to say, well, write it out and see what happens, okay?
But then what's the fucking point, Phil, of this fucking segment? What is the point then of you bringing this up?
Yeah, it was very fun of a React Day, and the parts of Walking Dead are also going live over on the Throwback channel daily. So FYI, we got some changes coming to DSP Throwback in the next couple of weeks. First of all, there's only a few parts of Final Fantasy left, maybe like 3 to 4 parts tops, and Final Fantasy 13 is done. So first off, you will start seeing LA Noire begin on DSP Throwback within the next 2 weeks. All right, just depends on timing of the editing and releasing of Final Fantasy 13. It will absolutely be the next series on that channel. It's the last lost series when it comes to a full playthrough that I've done. Yeah, it's the last one that's missing. That one was on the original Red Dead Redemption, or excuse me, Red Dead DSP channel that got shut down years and years ago. So now LA Noire will be restored, upgraded to be full 1080p, 60 frames, and, you know, properly titled, 30-minute parts. It'll be fun. I think it's going to be a fun playthrough, okay? So that's going to start soon. Now, the other part is that next weekend, we are going to finish with the retro react to The Walking Dead. And we've been talking about what should come next. And listen, I get it that people really like the narrative-based playthroughs, but at this point, we've been doing narrative-based stuff for over 3 months. We did the entire Heavy Rain playthrough, and now we did the entire Season 1 of Walking Dead. I'm ready for something different, okay? In fact, I would definitely prefer something way more action-based. And so we started coming up with candidates, and I would say top 2 candidates right now would be, number 1, continuing on with my original Dark Souls run. In fact, that was the retro react that kind of started this whole thing back in February, and then we got sidetracked with narrative-based games. It would be cool to see that come back. Or number 2, something that someone suggested, what about my original Metal Gear Solid 1 playthrough? And I was like, you know, I don't remember my original one. I know it was PS1. I know it was ages and ages and ages ago, but I just don't remember it, how I played it. Keep in mind that back then, I was still kind of a sarcastic douchebag, and I was making fun of Hideo Kojima constantly when playing the Metal Gear games in those first runs. That was kind of...
The person that claims they have not changed over the years, so if anyone fucking doesn't like him, it's nothing to do with him, all of a sudden tells people I've changed since then, guys. I used to be an arsehole back then.
The running joke is that I would keep slamming Kojima. So, perhaps it could be funny and interesting to see me play that game again. All right?
Nope.
Outside of that, it seems like other suggestions are all over the place. Some people are like, Assassin's Creed 2. And some are like, hey, what about one of the older Uncharted playthroughs that you did from back in the day? Okay? And there's been other suggestions as well. But I'm curious what you guys think. All right? Because...
Oh, hold on. Phil actually touched his ear. I missed that. Phil touched his ear earlier on. But I was looking at it for an eye touch. I didn't realise ear touch was also on the board. So we have our first bingo of the game because Phil messed with his ear earlier on.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
And I didn't realise ear touch and eye touch were bonus. I knew one of them at least was on here, and I seen Phil messing bit with something like his ear earlier on, but it was in his eye. But I didn't realise ear touch was there. So there we go. Very strong card today. Very, very good card today. We might be finished bingo in a record pace.
We need to make a poll next weekend during that finale stream of The Walking Dead. So the more suggestions, the better. Please let me know what you think would work for the next Retro React over on DSP Throwback.
I'm going to go 1.5 speed because Phil's boring the ever-living tits off of me. There you fucking go.
Keep in mind, Retro Reacts don't have to be entire games. They can literally be like 1 or 2 off streams, and that's okay, and then we can shift to other games. But I definitely want to have variety on the channel. Some people said, I'll just do The Wolf Among Us now. Or some, I'll just go ahead and do the Taxidermist DLC for Heavy Rain. Or why don't you see episode 2 or season 2 of The Walking Dead? I'm like, no, we did too much of the narrative based already. It's 3 months, it's too much. We need to break it up, okay? Cool. All right, Joel says their stream is lagging up. I see nothing on my end. I am in the green fully. No frame drops whatsoever. Looking on the YouTube side of things over here, I see nothing. So it sounds like that may be a YouTube side server error or perhaps your own internet. I don't know if anyone else is having issues. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
Please give me your suggestions on what should be the next DSP Throwback project when it comes to the Retro React streams. I'll weigh those in this week, and we'll do a poll starting next week to determine the next Retro React event. Okay? So that was yesterday. Today, we were back to games. After this intro podcast, we're going to go back into another Crab's Treasure, and I have a humongous positive update for you all on this. Okay? You ready for this? As you know, one of my major gripes with another Crab's Treasure has been the control scheme. Not the design of the game, not the world design, not the enemies, right? I like all of that. I like the fact that it's difficult like a Soulsborne game. My problem is, the way that they design certain controls is delayed, much like Dark Souls. Allow me to explain. Here, the controller. As you're playing another Crab's Treasure, if you want to dodge an enemy, you need to press the B button. The problem is, it's not just press the B button, it's you have to press and release the B button. Okay? That just innately adds extra delay to when your character is actually going to dodge an enemy attack. In fact, it's far more effective.
Who fucking cares?
Double tap the B button rather than go like this and this, okay? Definitely. And I think that that's bad, and here's why. If you could just instantly react to an enemy by pressing the dodge button and have the dodge come out immediately, the game would become more about hand-eye coordination and first-time reactions and skill, okay? When you have a game where you cannot immediately dodge, but instead there's a delay between when you press the button and release it, what ends up happening is the game becomes more about memorization. You have to memorize every attack pattern of every enemy, know exactly how they swing, the speed of the swing, and how they move, because you need to press and release at the right time, rather than just going, oh, there's the attack, and then pressing it, you see? Compare games like Dark Souls or Elden Ring to a game like Nioh. A game like Nioh, you can instantly dodge anything, and it makes the game significantly different and feel way more responsive than a FromSoft game. Okay, still Souls-like, but it plays a lot differently from a FromSoft game because of that big difference, okay? So, you might say, well, why is that? Why is the game doing that? Well, I thought the reason that the game did that is because they were totally trying to copy Dark Souls. They really wanted to emulate FromSoft games. I mean, Souls-like to the biggest, degree of the word, even have the controls be slightly delayed by requiring the button release rather than just a press. And I kind of felt like that was a pet peeve of mine, that the game is good, except that's the one thing that annoys me. You don't need every single thing in your game to be copied from Dark Souls. You can have some things that are different, and sometimes it would even make the game better, right? So guess what? A lot of other people agree with me. And over the last week, they have actually been tweeting at the game developers saying, hey, FYI, we really don't like this touch and release control scheme for dodging. It makes fights way too silly, because it's not that the fights are tough, it's that you have to memorize everything to really dodge anything, and that's dumb. Why can't we just react to it? And so, after talking back and forth with the game developer was like, well, you can use an alternate control scheme. And we actually designed one in the game just for this purpose, and then they went on to explain why the game is like this, okay? It's really dumb in my opinion, but it's what FromSoft has always done. As you know, FromSoft, when you run in a FromSoft game, you have to hold this button. So I want to run. I use the thumbstick to aim, and I hold B, and now I run. Now, depending on the FromSoft game, some of them you actually had to release and press again, and it would do a running jump. In a game like Elden Ring, you could run, and then you got to tap A, and then you jump, all right? In this game, A is jump, so it is more like Elden Ring. So then why is run with B? And the answer is it doesn't have to be. The reason why they made dodge a release of the B button is because if you're trying to run, okay, and you just hold B to run, you don't want to accidentally dodge. If it was just press B to dodge, then you would dodge every time you wanted to run. So they made it release B to dodge so it didn't overlap with the run command. So how about you just don't fucking use that stupid control scheme from FromSoft? I mean, it's so dumb. Why do you have to bite off of FromSoft so much? I get it. It's a Souls-like, has all these elements of Dark Souls. You don't need to have the exact same control scheme. You just don't. And I feel like the game is worse for it. So they have an alternate control scheme where running is no longer B, but clicking in the left thumbstick. And then you'll engage in run. And if you do that, then when you press B, you dodge instantly. You don't have to release the button. Why wasn't that the default control scheme? Why don't you think gamers would want instant reaction in a game where it's literally life or death situations every fight, and if you get smacked once, you could die instantly? Why wouldn't you want an instant reaction? Why would you design a delay on the dodge because you want to overlay it also with the run command as the same button just because FromSoft did it? That's fucking stupid.
You know what's kind of dumb? It's kind of dumb that Phil never bothered to check the controls and see if there's any other alternatives. These control schemes have been there the entire time for Phil to change if he wanted them, but he never bothered to look. So instead of fucking changing it himself or looking himself, he just cried about it on the internet until someone had to tell him that he could change it himself.
And that pisses me off that they didn't understand that no one would really want that. But most people who play Another Crab's Treasure will not even know that there's an alternate control scheme and just accept it and play it like that. That's dumb. I think that's a huge problem. They effed it up. I mean, again, I get it. Imitation is the biggest form of flattery, correct? So if you're, oh, our whole game is everything like From Software. We got the bonfires, we got the souls, which are microplastics, we got the delay control. I get it. But not everything in your game has to be the same. You can actually improve upon FromSoft and show you went out of your way to try to do something better. You don't have to copy every single iteration of it. And I do think that was a big misstep and a mistake. So as of today, okay, I'm actually going to change the control scheme to dash with left stick and just tap B to dodge instantly. How much do you want to bet this is going to dramatically improve my gameplay experience?
Nope.
I mean, again, that was like my one gripe with the game. Everything else I was liking. Okay, I'll take it back. The wonkiness of platforming in the camera. Because it definitely looks like sometimes you clip through platforms and sometimes the camera gets stuck in a wall or something like that. So it's not perfect, but definitely the biggest thing I had was the delayed control. That was really pissing me off. So now, because I'll be able to change it, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be more fun, I feel. I think I'm going to be doing better against bosses and enemies because I'm going to be able to dodge exactly what I want. So we're going to try this out today, and hopefully this will improve the gameplay experience. So where are we in Another Crab's Treasure? We beat that first major area, the Grove. We killed the final boss. People are actually saying there's a secret boss in a waterfall here somewhere that I can find, so I might try to get to it and figure it out. But then after that, we got to go trade in the map piece, and I think he's going to tell us to go to the east, which is the Vale area, which we've already unlocked. So then we can just start right into the next dungeon and go from there.
3 bosses so far.
So, it should be fun. I'm excited for more Another Crab's Treasure today. Now, FYI, there is no late stream tonight. I know many people will be very upset at this fact because you like the double stream days. I do too. All right, this is the only day this month of May where this should be the case. I should be able to be here for double streams for the rest of the month. It's just that today, number one, I need to film my private Patreon React videos for the month. And number two, I have a few behind the scenes things to do. It is early in the month. There's bills and stuff I have to arrange. So I'm like, I'll just do it all in one fell swoop tonight. Get it out of the way, and then I can be here for double streams for the rest of the month, okay? So apologies, I will not be here for a late stream tonight, but I will be here, obviously, for Another Crab's Treasure. This is my one stream of the day, so if you're enjoying yourself, if you like the content, please support this one stream.
This is my one stream of the day, so give me more money than usual because I'm not here tonight. Fucking hell.
Doing today, and then I'll be back to double streaming tomorrow, okay? Fair enough? I hope so. Now you might say, wait a minute, private Patreon videos, what does that even mean? Well, you're right, I don't really mention it. So, I have a Patreon that I never mentioned because literally it's like a legacy thing. It's not something that's active that I use all the time or anything like that. You can check it out at patreon.com/darksidephil. And did you just lick my seltzer water?
Burger.
How dare you, Jasper? He licked it, and he smacked his lips on top of it after he did.
Shut up, bitch.
Incredibly rude. Do I just go up to your water bowl and start drinking? Wow.
Fuck you.
This morning when I gave you a treat, did I take a lick first before you got it? I don't think so. This guy is
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
something else. Anyway, so what was I saying? I got distracted. Oh, so I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. It's really a legacy thing. You know, when I started direct capture and then I made some adjustments to my content, you know, one of the things that happens when I moved out here, I was looking for some supplementary income to make up for the cost of the move, but also because trolling had dramatically decreased some of my income. And Patreon was a way where I was going to try to do side projects and extra things. And, you know, it evolved over the years. And now, honestly, Patreon mostly is a way for people who watch my content, okay? And, wow, he looks really good on camera today. Look at that. Patreon is a way for those who like my content but aren't necessarily into the streams to basically contribute and support the channel behind the scenes. All right, you can do a monthly pledge to my Patreon, and you know it just helps. It's an ongoing little bit of background support that I get. Would you not lick my seltzer, please? He wants to drink my seltzer water. It's wild cherry seltzer. You don't like wild cherry. If it was salmon flavor, you'd be all over. I don't know what you're doing. It's not shellfish flavor. All right. You might be thirsty. Well, he has 2 different fountains of water in the house that he can drink from if he's thirsty. He doesn't have to drink my wild cherry seltzer water.
Who fucking cares?
Okay. So anyway. So yeah, if you'd like to, you can check out my Patreon. But it's mostly for legacy viewers who've been watching my content on demand for a very long time. They want to support the content, but they don't come by the stream. So this is a way for them to do like an ongoing pledge, and it helps the channel. Do I get a lot of people on there? No, I don't. You know, maybe every month there's like 20, 30 people who really pledge to it. It's not a big deal, but it's greatly appreciated for the long-standing support I get over there. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because there is actually a perk you can get. If you do a $50 pledge to my Patreon, you get a private video. And it could be anything. It could be you send me questions to answer in a Q&A video for 20 minutes. It could be you send me a video that you like me to watch and react to, and I'll do a private react video for you, okay? And in particular, that's what I'm doing tonight, is I have an hour and a half of private reacting that I need to do, so I need the time to do it, and I'm doing that tonight in place of the late stream. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. Oh, that sounds good. That's what I'm doing. So if you're interested in a private video, go check it out on my Patreon if you want, but it's not something I talk about or plug a lot. It's just kind of a background thing, okay? No, it's not similar to OnlyFans. It's similar to Cameo, where basically on Cameo, you'll pay someone like, you know, $50 to $100 and they'll make a private video for you. That's exactly what this is, only it's much longer than that. Okay, it is. It's a much longer video than what you would get on Cameo. And I was doing it before Cameo existed. I've been doing this since 2015. And people are like, oh, you're going to get a Cameo? Like, I've been doing this since 2015. I don't need a Cameo. I was before Cameo. Right?
That's funny.
Okay. So there you go. Got that out of the way. Let's talk about the rest of the week. What are people saying? What is your internet doing? My internet's fine. What is going on? Are some of you conking out? Are some of you not seeing the stream? Yeah, I'm good. I'm in the green, full, no issues. So if you guys are seeing issues, it's definitely a YouTube server issue, and I'm sorry for that, obviously, but I can't really control it. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow we get back to full-time streaming. And tomorrow it'll be podcast followed by Fallout 4. And honestly, I'm curious how Fallout 4 is going to do, because I really like the playthrough up to now, but that last stream we did a couple days ago, it did not do well. We basically had a very slow engagement. Like, a lot of people were kind of here but weren't paying attention to the game, and the support was actually very, very low for that stream. And it's weird because every Fallout stream before then had done really well. So I don't know if Fallout Mania has finally died out and people don't really care anymore. I'm not sure, but for me, I'm really liking the Fallout 4 playthrough. I want to keep doing it. I love the Idiot Savant melee run, and I apologize that, you know, maybe some of the hype is dying out or whatever. I guess we'll see. But I want to play it again tomorrow and give it another shot. And tomorrow night, the late stream will be more Street Fighter 6 Zangief ranked, where we're trying to get Zangief up to Master rank. It's been a very difficult climb because of the nature of the fights. Every time I fight a top tier character, he gets dominated because he really doesn't have any way to get out of the rushdown. But I'm doing my best and trying to get to Master before the update hits May 22nd, so we'll see how that goes tomorrow night, okay? And then on Wednesday, it's a day up in the air. And here's what I mean by that. Wednesday's daytime stream, I can either do more Another Crab's Treasure or more Fallout 4, depending on what you guys want. So let's see what you guys want, depending on how tomorrow goes. The way I see it is, if Fallout 4 goes well tomorrow, you probably want more Fallout 4. If Fallout 4 is kind of on the slow side, you probably want more Another Crab's Treasure instead. So let's play it by ear and see what happens. And then on Wednesday night, again, another stream that's up in the air. What are you doing? Jasper, you're going crazy today. He's really all over my equipment today. Look at this. Look what he's doing. Could you relax? Come on. Relax.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, Wednesday night, it's either going to be the return of Helldivers 2, which I'm okay with, but the thing is, when we played Helldivers 2 last week, it definitely didn't do well. It was basically a stream where less people showed up, low engagement, low support, and I don't know if that means that the Helldivers 2 kind of thing has died out at this point on the channel. I don't know. Or, what I was thinking, we could just do a late night chill stream, where we just hang out and talk for a while. We usually do these about once a month, and they do pretty good, so maybe that could be the night we just kind of hang out and talk about topics for a couple of hours and just relax. I'd be okay with that. Now, next week, there's a new game. Little Kitty Big City is coming out on Game Pass, and I want to check it out, so I'm actually going to check it out as a daytime stream on Friday, just as a one-off test to see if it's any good. Hopefully it is, and it's something that we might want to have in the rotation, but we'll find out on Friday, and then we'll go from there, okay? One other reminder, there is a fun PC-centric Indies Marathon coming up on this channel on Saturday, May 25th. You guys are now able to nominate games for that event. If you type !Indies into the chat right now, it'll bring up the link by which you can submit games for that. And the more games submitted, the better. And the whole goal is to get games submitted more than once. Because what I'm going to do is take a look in about a week and a half, and the most nominated games, meaning the ones that got multiple nominations by different people, will be put into a finalized poll. Then you will vote on said poll, and that will determine what games we actually played during that Indies Day. I'm very excited to be playing indie games on a mini PC. I haven't played indie games in so long, and particularly PC indie games have been non-existent for many, many years. So this will be a fun opportunity to play games that I haven't really had access to in a long time. And what happens a lot of these times is we find out a few hidden gems or things I never heard of, but I end up really liking them, and they work for content, and then we end up doing playthroughs of. All right? So I'm excited. Okay, so folks, that is what I've got for the schedule and for all those updates for you. Someone just asked, what about co-op with Cat? Right now, we have no plans for it as of yet. We definitely want to do it sometime this month, but just to give you the heads up, without giving you specifics, because it's really none of your business, all right? Basically, a lot of stuff has been going on, stressful for us behind the scenes. It's nothing awful or anything, but there's some things health-wise going on. There's some other things like schedule and timing-wise going on that have been really screwing with us.
Oh, hello. This is triggered an eye touch.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Guys, we might get to clock out early today. Look how well this bingo card is doing. Remember, free spaces can help us end the game sooner. Like the stream, 100 likes is a free space. But yeah, we are 5 away from a full house already. And we're 1 snort away from a free space. But yeah, let's have Phil cook here. Even though Phil's also trying to fucking, you know, get his fucking big fat beefy wife out on stream just to fucking get money off her. It's nobody's business, apparently, to ask about his co-op with Cat coming anytime soon. Well, you're the one that's tried to fucking schedule this and have her cancel on you several times in the past. This optimist not being very optimist at all when saying every time I say it we'll lose, don't jinx it. I'm declaring victory. I don't give a fuck, I'm declaring the win. I believe in the power of the snorts. I believe in the power of you guys liking the stream, and I believe in the power of Phil doing a wire of T-pose. I think we've got this in the fucking bag.
Anything, but there's some things health-wise going on. There's some other things like schedule and timing-wise going on that have been really screwing with us. And it's like every single time that we think there's an opportunity to do it, something has gotten in the way. And so we are erring on the side of caution, where we want to make sure that if and when we're going to do the co-op, it's ready to go, it's set in stone, everyone's happy with it, we want to get it started without any added frustration or stress or anything like that. And that was the problem. We kept trying to squeeze it in, and squeezing it in was causing undue stress and problems with our schedule. It's like, all right, this sucks. So that
was causing problems with our schedules. I mean, Kat was going to fucking date when she wasn't working that day. And you create your own schedules. You fucking pretend that it fucking clashed with some schedule in some capacity. You create the schedule, Phil. Oh my, what? That's such a dumb fucking, bloody hell. Like, Phil, just understand and take the fucking hit already. That big beefy fuck does not want to do anything with you on your content.
That's the point. Is that we're trying to get to a situation where we know it's going to work. Everyone will have fun, including you guys, us, everyone. So that's why I don't want to promise it yet. I will promise it once we're to that point where, you know, it's set and it makes sense. But we have no plans to do that as of yet. So, you know, I'll let you know. You'll hear it from me. You don't have to ask. You'll hear it from me. Basically when, you know.
You don't have to ask. Translation, don't fucking bring it up because she's not said yes yet. Phil has kept promising this time and time again, and the last update that Phil actually gave people was that it was going to be sometime hopefully later in the month of May. Now Phil is fucking going back on that and saying, you'll know when I know. So it doesn't even look like it's going to happen anytime soon.
We're ready, okay? Exactly right. The Bloom says, it's all good, man. Remember, it's not supposed to be an obligation. It's just meant to be fun, and if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, cool, no issues. Exactly. We want it to be happening naturally when it's time for it, and when it's going to be fun, and it's not causing stress and problems. So that's why. And like I said, listen, I wish I could tell you guys everything. I can't. We have a private life. We have to keep it private because of the insane amount of harassing tractor idiots on the internet.
We have a private fucking life. By the way, guys, here's what's going on with a fucking chargeback situation relating to my PayPal account that you guys aren't allowed to ask about.
I hope you understand that. But we're working towards it, okay? All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, and everyone's favorite segment here on the Level 1 podcast. It is time for Phil's Day Off Part 2. I'm just kidding. It is time for DSP News. And on DSP News today, we have a few different things going on, all right? Number one, my nose is itching me pretty bad. Number one.
Who fucking cares?
There's 3 stories to cover today. First story. You may have heard of this little studio out there. It's just a little rinky-dink studio. They've maybe done 1 or 2 kind of things you may have heard of in pop culture. They're called DreamWorks Animation. So it's a little small rinky-dink place. You know, very rare that people would know who DreamWorks Animation is, right? Yeah, right. Obviously, I'm being facetious and sarcastic here. So, DreamWorks Animation, for the first time ever, has decided to officially team up with a game developer to make a series of video games. They're teaming up with a game company called Story Kitchen, and they're saying that this is a new strategic partnership. And reading word for word from the press release, Story Kitchen's focus will be in securing exciting, iconic video game IPs for DreamWorks Animation to adapt for global animated audiences. So it sounds like this isn't just an attempt to make like one DreamWorks game. They may take a lot of the stuff they've done over the years and maybe turn it into video games, or maybe they'll even make new IPs. I don't know. But DreamWorks is a pretty solid company. All right, they are. They're a pretty solid company. They've done great things, and they have a body of work to work with that I feel could be converted well into video games. For example, like someone said, Shrek. Exactly. But that's just one thing that they've done. They've done many different things over the years.
Fucking Shrek, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Donkey.
That could possibly become, you know, popular video games. So that's an interesting announcement. Now, this is just the initial announcement of the team up. This is not any, we're working on this. They haven't done that yet. If they do, don't you think maybe they start making announcements like maybe during the Summer Games Fest or something like that? And that's right around the corner, right? It's coming probably in early June. So sounds like a good announcement to me. I'm excited for that one. Okay. Prince of Egypt. Oh, yeah. I forgot they made Prince of Egypt 1,000,000 years ago. That's a, you know, I'll say that.
Wow, Phil said 1,000,000 years ago. That helps us in the bingo.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
You know, million's a very interesting number.
Jesus.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up. Right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone. Forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The boss being raised.
It's always gonna be fucking funny. It'll never not be fucking funny. It's too good. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Phil said 1,000,000. As things stand, we are 3 away from a full house already.
I understand that certain movies are religious, right? I'll just say Prince of Egypt is a solid movie, even if you don't care about religion. It's still a really good movie. It's well acted, well drawn, well written, great musical numbers. Like, it's actually a really good movie. I recommend Prince of Egypt if you've never seen it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember watching it a lot in the 90s and really liking the movie. Okay. Yeah, the animation, again, hand-drawn art, which you don't get anymore, right? I mean, that was the era of hand-drawn art, and to not be Disney and put out a movie of that caliber was pretty impressive. Okay, Second news story for today. It is official. As of this morning, Hades 2 Early Access has been released on Steam. All right, so I don't think that it's on any consoles yet, nor I don't know if they have plans to release the Early Access version of Hades 2 on consoles yet. But on Steam, it was released for $29.99. Now, keep in mind, it's the Early Access in production version of the game. It means it doesn't have all the features. It's probably not even finished. But for those who are like super fans of Hades and want to play the sequel early, it's available now. Excuse me. Now, for the record, I heard good things about Hades for many, many years, but it was always PC-centric. Then finally released on console, and so people convinced me, eventually, to check out Hades. And when I did, I absolutely loved it. I thought that the game was well-designed, well-written, well drawn and everything, the art style. I got hooked on the gameplay mechanics. I played it. I beat it. I fully beat it. I didn't just do the first run. I did all the runs, got the ending and everything. It was a really great game. I'm very happy I played it because it was an example of how roguelikes can be done well. As opposed to Returnal, which I played right before it, and it was just shitty in my opinion, okay? So Battleduck says, I'd love to see you play that on your mini PC. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if we can. I don't know if it would run on the mini PC. Maybe it would. If you guys know the stats of the game and if it would run on the mini PC, I'd be down for that. And TubTub says, yeah, can we nominate Hades 2 for the Indies Marathon? It's been getting great reviews, and Early Access is the first 5 completed runs. So it's 5 out of 10 runs. Gotcha. Yeah. If you guys think it would run on the mini PC, nominate it for the Indies Marathon. Yes, I know it's expensive. It's $30, but I love Hades 1. Yes, absolutely. I would consider it for the Indies Marathon for sure. Okay. Sounds good to me. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, and yeah, people are shocked. It's out today. It just came out. Like, as I was reading news this morning, I screen grabbed it, and it was like, so it's out to this morning. You can get it on Steam right now, okay?
Okay, something has been brought to my attention. I think Ian in the chat tried to fucking raise it on. So yeah, I got Ian tagged me in this earlier on the bingo thing. So Poem's Future, 34 minutes ago, tweeted DSP has unconverted a secret attractor plan to pump his channel full of support and then charge it all back. His evidence is an email sent by a concerned fan. Response from DSP Classic. Got him again, it's pretty easy to play in his insecurities. Good evening, DSP. I'm a long-time viewer since the Heavy Rain days. I silently watch so I don't get bullied by the trolls, but every day I saw you had received chargebacks, and because Duty Streams spams YouTube with his videos, had videos pop on the top of the recommended. I checked out to see what the trolls say, and he said that the chargebacks are a coordinated effort like the fake memberships are. I did some research, and he has predicted when the big fake membership bombs would come, and like he said, after your birthday, you got 1,400 fake memberships. He said more chargebacks are coming, and all of a sudden the last 2 days you got $200 in anonymous tips similar to the last round of chargebacks. They are going to keep doing this to get your PayPal shut down due to a large amount of chargebacks they are using stolen credits cards, so they will automatically charge back. I'm very concerned and thought I would share if you be mindful of the anonymous tips they are setting you up. So, yeah, and also the typos are concerted effort on their part. It has to be believable. If it was coherent email, he would know it's not from a fan. He knows his audience. So Phil saw this email, and even though he'd never heard from this person before in his entire fucking life, believed it to be genuine and trustworthy. That is that's DSP for you. So that kind of sums up pretty much what Phil fucking does and how he treats his fucking business. That's all the evidence that Phil needs. And by the way, it's like, it's just you sending Phil a random email pretending you're a fan and giving him some bullshit fake story that Phil will believe without any evidence whatsoever. I mean, Emerson Minute is saying gay up. Nah, I mean, nothing was actually done. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's pretending. Somebody's fucking pretending to be some kind of concerned former detractor now that converted DSP fan or whatever. And like, oh, I saw the detractor video and they're planning shenanigans. And there is no plan for any shenanigans, but Phil is fucking spouting in this fucking stream like it's fucking going to happen. Which is fucking bizarre. I mean, it's just, if this is a source of Phil's information, he never fucking done a whole lot of effort to try and verify and that information was accurate. A person he's never heard from before in his entire fucking life sent me one email saying, oh, the detractors have a plan, and Phil's like, I believe it's 100%. You know, it's just, I don't know. But yeah, Phil is extremely gullible these days, and he'll believe anything he fucking sees, as long as it fucking means it paints people like us in a negative picture.
Keep in mind though, early access. Again, probably gonna have bugs. It's probably gonna have issues. It's not going to be complete. It might be unbalanced because it's the early version. This is, people are going to buy it, play it now, and then they're going to, based on feedback, end up tweaking the game and finishing the game later. So you got to understand that about early access, what you're getting into. You know, I played early access games before. Oh my God, remember We Happy Few? That was not good. That was not a good situation. So, but I mean, Hades 1 was really, really good. I trust the studio to do a good job with 2. So, anyway. All right. So the big news story we got today that I'm sure everyone wants me to talk about. All right. We have triumph for the democracy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, after almost an entire week of controversy regarding Helldivers 2 on PC and the
I mean, hold on. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, is that a Y pose? I mean, that's like one of the most slam dunk Y poses you've ever seen in your entire life.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
So here's a situation we have, right? We are 3 away from a full house. However, we have 1 free space already, thanks to Phil's snorts. If we get 100 likes, that'll be a second free space. And if we get Phil to snort 5 more times, or burp 6 more times, or if he just says, hate to say, a reality, or what you're talking about, game's over.
See. Because, ladies and gentlemen, after almost an entire week of controversy regarding Helldivers 2 on PC and the requirement to have a PlayStation Network account to continue to play it, Sony/PlayStation has done a complete 180 on their decision. Here is the official announcement from PlayStation's Twitter account last night. Helldivers fans, we have heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players, and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. Instead, we will be auto-debiting $99.99 from each person's Steam accounts because you really are whiny and we just are tired of your crap, and this is for payment for it. I'm just kidding. Dang, I made up that second part. No, I'll read the second half for real now. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on our future plans, okay? So, that's good news. I mean, people fought the good fight, right? They downvoted the crap out of the game on Steam. They very, very verbally gave their discontent about this requirement on the internet and tried to refund the game on Steam, and some people were successful and some people weren't, and it worked. Sony has caved. It took 6 days, but Sony caved, and they no longer will have that requirement on PC moving forward. Quite frankly, as we discussed, did the requirement even make sense when the game had been out fully functional and having no issues for 3 months? No, it didn't. It was just something that probably Sony boardroom members and bigwigs sitting at a fucking boardroom table having no actual understanding of gaming as a whole, sitting there and say, no, we just need all of our games to have it because we need all our numbers inflated so we have more PSN people that we can control what they do online, which they don't. They're just full of shit, you know? There's a bunch of fucking people who are out of touch with gaming, making gaming decisions.
And you're not fucking touch with gaming and gaming decisions. By the way, guys, thank you very much for 100 likes on the bingo stream. We have earned not only have we got a free space for the bingo card, our second free space for the game, we also get to enjoy the Buzz animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Fuck him up, Jasper. Good cat. There we go. As things stand, we only need one thing to happen. We either get another free space or we wait for Phil to say one of these things and it's game over.
So this is great news. This obviously means the effort worked. And so, yes, those who stood up for what they believed in should be applauded. The people who spread the word, the people who talked about this all over Twitter and social networks and the internet in general, and the community for Helldivers should be proud of themselves, right? They definitely stood up for what they wanted and made it very clear that this change made no sense. You were going to lock out thousands of people from playing a game that they paid for and have enjoyed for 3 months. You were going to create all this discontent and negativity in the community over what? What is the benefit of PlayStation Network linking? Zero. It wouldn't have benefited anyone. So I'm happy they did this big 180. Now, I'm going to say kudos to Sony, not for making the bad decision, but for showing that they're a company willing to listen and change the course of the ship dependent on customer feedback. That shows that is a company that is in touch and willing to change on the fly. But it's weird because now I'm seeing people say things like, well, I still don't think I'm going to trust Sony in the future because you see at any moment they could just try to institute something like this. It's very anti-consumer, so I still don't like Sony. And it's like, wait a minute. Hold on a second, right? Can we be fair here? In life, people make mistakes, right? Now, if you notify someone, listen, you're making a mistake. I want you to know you're making the mistake. I want to tell you why it's a mistake. I want you to understand the mentality and sentiment of everyone around you who agrees this is a mistake, and I hope that you're going to change your mind. And if a person hears all of that feedback and actively listens and says, okay, I hear you, I understand, I've changed my mind, I will not do that, I will not make the mistake, okay? Do you forgive that person and say that person grew? That's awesome. They listened, they grew. This is exactly what you want out of a person, right? So why would you not give that same benefit of the doubt to the company? Sony, in this case, was making an awful decision. They listened, they learned, and now they, within a week, made a big decision. Hey, let me tell you something. A corporation doing a major decision like this in a week is pretty big. These corporations usually are so full of bureaucratic bullshit, and you have to vote and fucking fuck around to do anything. The fact that they actually came to a decision in a week and did a big 180, that's a huge thing. For Sony and for gamers at large, that's a giant cool thing to know that you have that almost community line of contact to Sony. And this is a huge positive. I don't know why people would now have the mentality, well, we could just never trust anyone ever again. Fuck Sony and fuck. Like, wait. Come on, man. At some point, you got to at least give some credit where credit is due and be like, they did the right thing. Let's not be dicks now, right? Because that's what it is. It's like, it's either all or nothing. Either we're all in on hating Sony, or we are the biggest ball suckers of Sony around, and we want to massage the Sony dick. It's like, no, you don't have to massage the genitals, and you also don't have to wish them death. You can kind of be somewhere in the middle of life. You don't have to hate or love. And in this case, I think this is a situation where, yeah, we got to be skeptical about Sony in the future. They may be making more problems, but at the same time, if they're willing to listen, that's a good thing. Let's give them some credit, and let's not feel so negative. The sky is falling, fucking world-ending shit. I mean, come on, you know? But stay away from Sony genitalia, okay?
Everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So
Well, Maximum Turbo says, here's the thing. They didn't grow, mature, or learn. They're scared they were going to lose out on money, and they made the smarter decision to rescind their plan. Very well, you may be correct. Those bigwigs in the boardroom probably walked in all of their tropical shirts. I'm sure they dress up just like me. They don't wear suit and tie or nothing. They just walk in looking just like me. And they sat down, and they had Mai Tais and, you know, pina coladas in their hands, and they were drinking. They said, all right, so we're going to lose a lot of money today. What do we do? Do we lose the money, or do we keep the money? Well, you know, I think we should lose the money. What? Anyway. No, I get what you're saying.
Shut up,
but I mean,
bitch!
that's, let's be honest, in the corporate world, money talks, right? So the gamers rallied together. They showed that they were going to act in this way if this other thing happened, and they directly changed the attitude and decision of a major corporation, and that's huge, right? Now let's hope that Sony learns. You're right. If this is a case where Sony just continuously keeps up bad decision, and everyone has to keep doing this to get them to stop making these bad decisions, that's going to be stupid and suck. We got to hope that maybe they learn something from this situation in their boardroom. Between sips of Mai Tais, pina coladas, smoking cigars, and going out on their yachts for the week, hopefully they learn something, right? Because we all know that's what all the Sony executives do always. Anyway, all right, so anyway, that's good news, and absolutely tremendous. Hopefully now I don't have to talk about the Helldivers 2 situation anymore. It's been a heck of a week talking about it every day in the news. I hope now that the news is all good, right? Cool. All right, that's DSP news for today, folks. We're going to get to shout-outs, but first, I want to see if I can get my blinds back in order because the wind is whipping so strongly.
Not even pausing the fucking stream. Not even pausing OBS. Just fucking go into his fucking window straight away.
All right, let's get the shout-outs, my friends. Let's start here. Over on the YouTube side of things, we started off today's podcast with a super chat from the Big Dog who said, acknowledge me. I guess this is a wrestling reference. I wouldn't even know. Are they even doing that plotline anymore after WrestleMania? Like, I think Roman Reigns lost, right? So I don't even know if they're even doing that anymore. But thank you for the super chat. Token, 4 months as a member, and he says, freaking detractors, man, I swear, it is what it is. Thank you, Token. It's just about awareness at this point so everyone knows what's going on. Jordan, with a $2 super chat, says, would you play Homelander when he comes out in MK1? No, MK1 is terrible. It has been dropped by 90% of the players who played it. No one likes it. I mean, it's just not a good game. So, no, I'm not playing MK1. It's terrible. I don't like it. Even though I own the season pass, I'm still not playing any of the DLC characters. The game sucks. I'd rather play Street Fighter 6. Excuse me. The Blimp did a super chat and says, Retro React, a FromSoft title, I reckon. Yeah, you know, we had started the original Dark Souls 1 run, and it actually, I really liked it. Like, I had a great time that night. So, I would be totally down to continue with Dark Souls 1 for another stream and see how it goes. We don't have to do the whole playthrough. We just do it as a one-off every once in a while to break up content, and I think it would probably work well. So, again, right now, I would say Dark Souls 1 and Metal Gear Solid 1 are maybe the two things I'd be most interested in. And then maybe if we get a couple more suggestions, we can do a poll for all 4 next weekend, but I need a couple more solid suggestions, okay? Okay. Han Solo, 989, re-upping their membership for 3 months. Says, dab for Blastoise 91. Dab for Blastoise. And then, Lilica just upped the membership for 3 months. Says, dab for Blastoise. I don't know why we're dabbing for Blastoise, but we'll dab for Blastoise. There you go.
Who fucking cares?
Okay, so that's the YouTube side of stuff. By the way, it's official. Within just a couple of days here, some people are going to hit their 3-year anniversary as members of the channel. We're going to start seeing the diamond crowns in chat for the first time, which I'm excited for. They're pretty cool looking. And that's the highest level of acknowledgement here on the channel right now. We could eventually do a 4-year emote, or badge, I should say. But we have to think of what it would be. Maybe it wouldn't be a crown. Maybe we'll just make a total new one for 4-year members next year.
I mean, those diamond crowns are fucking one thing. I mean, fair enough. Brag about your fucking diamond crowns, but you ain't got shit on the best crown of all.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown!
You can't touch that, Phil.
Could be neat, but let's think about it. But anyway, diamond crowns are on the way. We should start seeing them hit within the next few days because I think it was the beginning of the 2nd week of May 2021 when I moved from Twitch to YouTube fully, if I remember correctly. Okay? Cool. All right. Now, on the tip side of things, let's start shouting out tips, shall we? Excuse me. Let's see here. This I completely disagree with. Someone tipped $1, says, I feel like streams have been slow engagement and support. That's not true. The streams have not been slow engagement and support. There's been a couple one-offs. Helldivers 2 was 1 stream last week, and there was 1 stream of Fallout 4 this week. That's not all the streams are low on engagement and support. So the first statement you made in your dollar tip is incorrect. Okay, it's a gross overstatement. You're playing nothing but decade-old games and free Game Pass games that no one cares about. Let's examine the games that I'm playing. Okay, Another Crab's Treasure, a brand new Souls-like. Elden Ring Second Run, which I just finished, a game from 2 years ago, which needed to be replayed in order to play the DLC next month. Street Fighter 6, a fighting game that's not even a year old yet. So already, the first 3 games I just talked about, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Oh, by the way,
No, Phil, you're playing one new game, and the rest are old games. That's the simple truth of the matter. One game is new. The new, you know, an Warcraft's treasure. Street Fighter's a year old. You're still playing it because you fucking want to pretend you're fucking, oh, look at me, former pro player. You know, Elden Ring, years old. You don't have to play Ascension, you're just fucking choosing to play again. Fair enough. But Phil, most of the games you play, Fallout 4, 9 years old. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck me, Phil. Just Helldivers. The two newest games you're playing right now are Warcraft's Treasure and Helldivers.
wait, Helldivers 2, which just came out 3 months ago. You're wrong. The literal only game that I'm playing that's old is Fallout 4, and that's 9 years old, not a decade old. So actually, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. So your first statement of your tip was wrong. Your second statement of your tip was wrong. Should I even continue? What do you guys think? Should I continue to read, or are we good? Can we move on?
Who fucking cares?
I mean, you paid $1 and made 2 gross misconceptions in your statement, so the rest of your statement is going to be wrong too. You know, should we keep going? Okay. There's been so many new releases that would reinvigorate your channel, but you seem to be against getting anything new because games cost $70. What new games have come out in the last month to 2 months that I'm not playing exactly? Besides Stellar Blade, which isn't going to reinvigorate the channel. It's not even the type of game that I like that much, right? Here's what I love about messages like this. 2 completely incorrect statements, and then a statement that they don't back up with any facts. They just make 3 generalized statements that are poor shit. But now I'm supposed to be like, oh, wow, you really got me. You really showed me with all those facts, right? Actually, views are up, engagement's up, support is up. Everything has been up since I stopped playing insanely long RPGs. Everything is up. And I have no complaints whatsoever in that regard. The problem is the annoying chargebacks, but that's not something that fans and viewers can help. Or me. That's just people breaking the law, right? Anyway, hello. Hi, Jasper. So thanks for the $1 tip. It's just a shame that your message is so misguided and completely wrong. I wish it wasn't, but I guess that's just life, right? All right. What a great start. Our next tip. Come on. There we go. My headphone cord was over my keyboard. I kept hitting the wrong key. I received a $5 tip from an anonymous tipper. Let me go ahead and play the first animation of the day. Thank you so much. And let's see what they have to say. Jasper's starting to play with the wires again. Here we go again. I really enjoyed the Battlefront stream on Friday. Actually, it was on Saturday for May the 4th. Consider the support for that, and Jasper's little bow is very cute. Yes, that is a collar we got him about 2 months ago. And we always try to get like a little cute thing on his collar, and it's nice. I agree. I like the bow on his collar too. Oh, it's dapper. It's a dapper bow for Jasper Keating. Okay, I received another $5 tip here. Wait, it's identical. Now I wonder if this were 2 tips, or I have no idea if this is 2 tips, or if I got a double message for some reason. Oh shit. You know who you are, anonymous tipper. You might want to check, because it looks like the same tip came through twice for some reason, and I don't know why.
Phil could check on his end whether he got fucking 2 tips come through on his PayPal. But instead he's fucking telling the person that gave him the fucking tip, you may want to check because I'm too fucking lazy to. And Phil Burnell can't possibly fucking keep track of all the money that goes in his PayPal account because he's always fucking draining it every chance he gets.
I'll count it once. If you can verify it came through twice by accident and you want me to refund the second one, I will. It's up to you, but it's literally exactly the same message and everything. So I don't know if it might just be a duplicate message because they came in at exactly the same time as well, which is kind of weird. So, okay. I received a $10 tip. Let's see. This is this. From someone named Handsome Tuna Roll. You know, Phil, outside of this whole gaming stuff, you seem like a pretty cool dude. If I run into you at Costco, can I buy you a case of beer that we can drink in the parking lot? No. That's incredibly weird, inappropriate, and creepy. If ever you saw me in real life, and you're like, oh, that's Darkside Phil, and you walk up and say, hey, are you Darkside Phil? I'll say, yes. And if you say, oh, cool to meet you. Can I shake your hand, maybe take a picture or something? I'll say, yes. And then that's it. And then I'll go on my merry way and have my day out. Because remember, my 1 day out a week that I get is very busy. Usually I'm running around doing a million chores, errands, and I want to spend time with my wife, but I got to get those done. So to be hung up, you know, somewhere, you know, please respect my time. You know, I only get 1 day a week off from streaming. I like to try to spend as much time with my family as I can. It's okay to approach me and say hello or whatever, but please don't try to take up tons of my time. No, I don't want you to buy me things. No, I don't want to drink beer with you. No, I don't want to have a smoke with you. No, I don't want to have a dinner with you. No, I don't want to hear your life story. I don't want to meet your extended family. I don't want to sit in your backseat of your car while you sing show tunes in the front seat. I just want to be on my merry way, okay? Thank you, and I hope that you respect that. Okay, I received a $10 tip there. Let's at least play the animation for it.
What a fucking bizarre response. Also, sadly, Phil said in real life and not in reality. There's a perfect chance for us to end bingo, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do. Phil did not say reality.
All right.
For a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I become a better person, you know?
All right, cool. Okay, as of now, it appears I have shouted out everything. At least let me double check that now that I said that. Let me actually double check that. Because this page didn't load. Sometimes I have issues. I think it's our own reload. I think we're good, though.
Many years later, things are a lot better. That's for sure. That is for certain.
Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so, Casper, what you doing? He's going crazy on my cord. Which cord is that? Is that the Xbox controller cord? He's just booping. He's going boop, 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 boop with his paw. He just keeps booping it. You're silly. What a nut. Okay. Jordan has in a $5 super chat says, if we manage to play Stardew Valley for Indies Night, I'll donate $100. Well, first of all, there's no Indies Night. It's an Indies marathon that's going on all day long on the 25th. And I don't control what we play. I don't. It's really in the hands of the viewers. Again, you guys are nominating the games. The most nominated games go into a poll. You guys vote on the game. I don't, determine what will be played that day. So, hey, if you want to really see a game get played, campaign for it. Get other people to nominate it, right? Get it into that final poll, then rally for people to vote for it. That's the way to do it, okay? Jasper, please not chew that wire. He's sitting there, he's going, boop, 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 on the wire. He just keeps booping it.
Shut up,
all right,
bitch!
Stop being silly. I know you're not being malicious. He's not chomping it or anything.
Man, stop.
What's up, PS3? How are you doing today? Will we ever see the return of Sea of Stars as Walk Warrior? Yes, just not now. Probably later this year when things slow down. Anto Kamaru, I don't care. I received a $1 tip. Wow, this person's a complete idiot, and I'm just going to ignore them. Seriously, I don't take the bait anymore. I don't. This is someone who wants to argue with me about chargebacks and shit. You know they're a troll, so you just say, fuck you, and you just move on. Don't waste time. Don't waste breath. Done. See, I am learning. I'm learning and I'm improving. I'm not taking the bait. I'm not wasting my time. Astro, I already answered this question last night. He says, Kendrick or Drake? Lil Bow Wow. Undisputably. I can't believe you guys are stuck in this weird comparison of apples to oranges when you can have giant, juicy pomegranates. All right? Roman Victor, thank you for becoming a member for 5 months. Looking forward to DSP Politics or merch. Not happening anytime soon, either one of those. Sarah, we have been a membership for 15 months. It's been a month without playing a JRPG, but I still love you. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I hope it's not romantic love. Like, if it's like platonic affection for a content creator across the internet that you happen to like their content, that's one thing. If it's actually like romantic love, that's very disturbing, and I warn you against that. It's a bad thing to have, a level of obsession, because I don't have that for you. But anyway, thank you for the notion.
Oh, I don't understand why. You've already fucking fallen for 2 of your fucking previous fans, Phil. No wonder your other fans might fucking believe they got a chance. Liana was a fan, and Kat was a fan. Phil preys on his fucking female audience to fucking look after him, and fucking be his mama, and clean up for him, and fucking cook for him.
An L take for Little Bow Wow? No, that's a juicy pomegranate take, my friend. Let's see here. We watch trailers for the Indie Marathon? Sure. If you want me to check out certain games about the Indie Marathon, nominate them for my React show every Sunday. There's tons of people there who can nominate Indies trailers, and we can watch them so I know what these games are. I'd be down for that. Good morning, I have no enemies. How's it going? Don Panucci, no. I do not. Forget it. Maximum Turbo says, how stressful is it to work 6 days a week and stream all day? I feel like if I didn't have more than 4 days off a month, I'd go crazy. I mean, I'm lucky that that's my job. If I had another job and I was working 6 days a week like I do, and I didn't like the job, I probably would go nuts. You're right. But I like my job. That's the good thing. I'm lucky to like the job that I have. This is the best job I've ever had. I love hanging out with you guys. I love interacting. I love playing games. I love chilling on a podcast. I love reacting to clips. I love watching back my classic playthroughs. I like just shooting the shit. It's fun. I really enjoy it. So I hope you guys get that out of it as well. And that's why I'm able to do it 6 days a week. He's back to booping the wire again. Jasper, would you stop? Stop chewing that wire. Stop that. Jasper, come on. Stop chewing it. I know you. Don't chew the wire. Oh, he did it again. He won't stop chewing this wire. Would you stop? I know you have no bad intentions. I know you're just being a playful cat, but I need the wire so I can play Xbox, okay? I need the Xbox wire to work so I can play the game today. Jasper, please.
Who fucking cares?
That's it. All right, that's it. The wire alone. This wire alone. The wire alone. Jasper, come on. Come on.
Oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god damn it. Why are we being forced to see this? What the fuck is... Oh, for God's sake.
Jasper, come on. Come on.
Like, what's the worst frame here? What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I'm just... No. No.
He's a nut. Come on up. Come on, jump up. Jump up while we talk to everybody. I got another tip to shout out.
Nope.
No, you're not going to jump up here now? No, I want you to jump up here, and you won't. Well, he'll want to do that when I'm playing. Right? Of course.
At this point in my life, all right, that no matter what comes my way, that we can work together to overcome.
The big question is Soldier Boy or Little Bow Wow. Now you see, you're going across it the wrong way. You take Soldier Boy, you take Little Bow Wow, you combine them into the one ultimate super R&B hip hop rap group called the modern version of Crisscross, Soldier Bow Wow. Or Soldier Wow. Or how about Lil Bowja? There you go. And they wear all their clothes backwards. Lil Bowja make a jump, jump. Lil Bowja make a jump, jump.
Shut the fuck
Okay, anyway,
up.
enough of this nonsense. What the hell? It's a piece of hair stuck in my chair. Look at that. Hair in the chair.
We can't see it, Phil.
Get it? I got it. Okay. I received a $5 tip. Sorry, I got so distracted. From Ugly Tuna Roll. What is the big game for 2024? Past years, we've had games like God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, Last of Us 2. What's the game of the year potential for this year? Nothing. I've literally said this. There is literally not a single game right now with a game release date that is a game of the year big game. And that's the thing about this year. Previous years, you've had established games or titles like, that's a big one, that's a big one, that could be a game of the year. We are literally 4 months into 2024. There is not a single game of the year contender for me yet. Like, I haven't played a single game that I was like, wow, game of the year, baby. No, not one. And now, what else is coming out? You tell me. I don't know, man. You tell me. It's one of those years where, yeah, games are coming out, but there's really nothing huge or amazing, in my opinion. So I guess we're going to have to see as the year progresses. Jasper, stop that right now. Hey, Jasper. Jasper, kitty. Now you're
Right in, Jasper. Just fuck up everything.
That's it.
Bite the wire.
Jasper, that's it. That's it. I'm going to do it. And he rubs it. He rubs his face on the bottle. Stop biting those wires right now. Stop it. He's sniffing and rubbing the water bottle. So anyway, yeah, like we've gone through the game release schedule. Of all the games that have release dates, Black Myth Wukong could be good, but we don't know. It's the first game from that studio. Maybe it'll be good. There's really nothing, man. There's nothing huge at all yet this year. Again, I feel like after Summer Game Fest or after this Xbox presentation, I heard there's going to be a Sony presentation, then we're going to have a better idea, right? But we haven't gotten there yet. We have to get through those events, and then we'll probably get more information.
Oh, this is so boring. I'm going 1.75. I'm 1.75 speed.
Jasper, I'm really had enough of this now. Gotta stop. Sheesh. Am I gonna play No Rest for the Wicked? No. Metal Gear Delta is supposed to be 2024. Yeah, it's a remake, though. You know, what the biggest games of the year should not be remakes of games that we like from yesteryear. You know what I'm saying? Like, those should be the icing on the cake of a good year of original new games. But then there's also some good remakes. It shouldn't be all the best games this year are remakes of games from the past. That's ridiculous. Did a DLC win Game of the Year or no? I guess this guy would depend on the DLC. Like, if the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC ends up feeling like Elden Ring 2, then maybe. And considering there's really nothing else going on, right? Like, I don't know, man. Jasper, seriously, man, leave the wires alone. Stop it. I mean it now. Leave them alone, buddy. I got a $10 tip from an anonymous tipper saying that just to be aware that my streams help people be distracted from, stuff that goes on in their real lives, and I really appreciate that. Well, thank you for the $10 tip. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that my content helps you in some way. Thank you so much. And Sarah did a super chat. Do you think you might miss out on some of the best games of the year to appease your audience who get bored of games after 3 or 4 streams? I don't know. I would hope that if it's a game that's big enough that I'm interested in, that I wouldn't just skip it because of that. I guess we'll see. And Easy Steve did a super chat. Says Metaphor for Fantasio will sweep this year. Well, that is the new game from the makers of Persona, correct? Here's the thing. I think it looks great. I do. I personally really like the art style that it's the Persona art style, but it's now medieval. I like that. That's a cool change for me. And I want to play the game. But I'm going to be honest. I'm very nervous about playing a new Atlas game like that. I mean, they have had situations where they claim, block, or even put copyright strikes against people who play their games when they're new. And they did it with Persona 5 against me. Even though I followed their rules, they still hit me with copyright strikes. And it's like, do I want to risk putting my channel in major jeopardy because these guys don't understand, internet culture and YouTube? I just don't know. So I want to play this Metaphor de Fantasio game, whatever it's called. It looks great, but I'm nervous about playing it when it comes out. We have to see what happens, I guess, in regards to that. No, we do not give Jasper table food. The only exception would be if we're doing something like making like a tuna casserole. Maybe my wife would give him a couple pieces of tuna out of the can, but that's about it. Everything is cat food. We buy everything that's proper for him. The thing is, so let's talk about this Metaphor game, right? I think Metaphor would work if that's the only major RPG I'm playing. If it's the only JRPG, it's a lengthy game, but I do it as maybe a few daytime streams and we adjust it to night streams or we balance it in there, it'll work. The problem is I cannot be playing Baldur's Gate 3, Like a Dragon Infinite Well, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Dragon's Dogma 2 at the same time. It will never work. That's way too many RPGs in too short of a time. No one cares. Everyone gets burnt out, including me, right? So there you go. Joel Law says, I did say yesterday we'd either see the continuation of a complete meltdown today or the start of Helldivers 2 Beautiful Resurrection. Maybe I should be your Magic 8 Ball. Well, I mean, yeah, it was coming to a breaking point. I mean, today was the date when it was going to be the first requirement that you needed his PSN account in order to play the game as a new player, and that was ridiculous. So they had to come to a determination sooner rather than later. The villain says, how come we don't get a good Superman game? Is it because he's overpowered? Well, no, it's because Superman is a boring archetype according to modern audiences. I'm not kidding you. Like, if you actually were like to poll modern audiences, they'd probably say, oh, the spandex wearing, Boy Scout, white male, combed hair, basically Mr. Goody Two-Shoes guy. Like,
I love how Phil made it about race all of a sudden. Like, Mr. The Boy Scout thing you can fucking get, the fucking, spandex wearing kind of get, all of a sudden Phil just drops in the white boy. The overpowered white boy fucking thing. I was like, where did that come from? What the fuck? That's fucking good freeze frame. I fell mid rant. I want to hear this one more time.
I'm not kidding you. Like, if you actually were like the poll modern audiences, they'd probably say, oh, the spandex wearing, Boy Scout, white male, combed hair, you know, basically Mr. Goody Two Shoes guy. Like, people don't really like that anymore, right? I feel like that's kind of like, it's not what's popular when it comes to popular opinion or pop culture. At one point, you know, it was, but I feel like basically people think that he's just kind of played out and boring at this point. But why do you think there's such an affinity for Batman? Because Batman is the broken, imperfect hero who doesn't have superpowers, but still somehow fights against corruption and injustice because he has a mental disorder, essentially, because his parents were murdered, right? That's such a far cry from, oh, I'm the superpowered guy who came from Krypton and I could just destroy everyone. I'm completely invincible and I just have to struggle with my own self because I'm so powerful, right? It's a little different. Right. What's the most powerful iteration of Superman we have today? Omni-Man and the Homelander. The anti-heroes, the enemy, the evil guys, right? Those are more popular than the real Superman. So I think that speaks volumes, right?
I want to give you, Adam, the opportunity to...
Do I have high hopes for the kitty game on Nintendo? The kitty game on Nintendo? Are you talking about Little Kitty Big City? It's a Game Pass game on Xbox, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, that's something. I have no idea what you're talking about. Is that close enough to what the fuck are you talking about? Or is it not close enough? It's one of those things. I don't think I can count it. It's not close enough.
Oh yeah, I know that. Joel Off says Sony is still going to stick to their mandatory PSN link for future PC games. For example, you still need it to do the multiplayer for the Legends mode of Ghost of Tsushima. Trust me, they're not going back on it. They're going back on it in this situation because the people were so vocal about it, right? That's why. They want that PSN integration in PC game. I don't think they're just going to do a complete 180 on the entire company's mentality. It's just in this one particular game for now.
Snort your dick.
Okay, well, thanks guys so far. Keep in mind, this is my only stream for today. No late stream tonight, sadly, but it is what it is. But I'll be back to double streaming tomorrow. I hope after the show ends, you will stick around for another Crab's Treasure. We have a new control screen we're trying today that should dramatically improve the gameplay experience with instant reactions to the dodge input, which is what I've been looking for, and now I should have it. So hopefully you will stick around for that. Thank you for the early support. Being this is my only stream of the day. If you do stick around for another Crab's Treasure, thank you. I hope that you'll consider supporting the stream. Good show today. Any final topics? Any final things you guys want to talk about before we end the podcast? Just curious if anyone has anything burning on their mind, because once we get into the crab game, it's a game you need a lot of focus on. What's up, Katsu? How you doing? Any plans to get another pet, says Double J? As I've explained previously, Jasper is a center of attention pet. And what I mean by that is he gets incredibly jealous if there's anything else going on that grabs the attention. I mean, hell, sometimes there'll be like a creature in the backyard, walking through the backyard. And if we're paying attention to that creature, he gets upset. He wants to be the center of attention at all times. If we try to cook a meal, he's there trying to get attention. We're having breakfast, he jumps on the counter and walks in front of our food. That's how he is. He is spoiled, but that's his personality type. If we were to get another pet, like let's say we get a dog or another cat, what would happen is he would act out, okay? 100%. He would act out and he would basically be destructive. He'd probably start chewing, tearing, clawing, pissing, pooping everywhere. Because that's what cats do when they're very upset about territorial things. So we don't want to...
Doesn't he do that now? Like he chews like a fucking shit in your office and he fucking throws up in the sick all the time in your fucking like, bedroom, for example. So he's kind of doing that already.
Put him into that situation. We know his personality type. We know how he is. Why would you purposefully put your cat or pet of any kind into a situation that you know is going to upset them and make them uncomfortable? That would not be right, would it? You would not be a good pet parent if you're doing that. We're not opposed to getting more pets in the future. When sadly Jasper won't be with us forever, in the future. Yeah, we're definitely open. We talked about maybe a dog or something like that, but not when we have Jasper Kitty. Okay? I'm just Ken to the super chat. He said Nintendo leaked tons of games for the rest of the year. I can send it over to you on Twitter and look at it on stream. We are done. The show is over. So maybe for tomorrow, if you want to send me an email, you could try tweeting me, but email's probably more effective. Send me the link. But yeah, I could look at that for tomorrow's show. But there you go. Cody Wise also just did a super chat. Thank you to Cody Wise. I appreciate that. You're the latest super chatter. I can get you up on the leaderboard. When's the next time I think I'll be playing something retro? Well, Turtle, you missed it. Earlier, I got a $1 tip of someone claiming that every game I'm playing is 10 years old, despite the fact I'm not playing a single game that's 10 years old. So that was fun. I have no idea. Right now, I have no plans to jump into anything super retro. We are doing an Indies Marathon at the end of the month. That'll be variety, but outside of that, we're working on what we're working on, right? What? I have no enemy says he went to Game Pass. They listed another Crafts Treasure under the relaxing category. I think someone who works at Xbox has never played the game. They don't know what they're talking about. That's funny.
I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
It's been a rough...
How do I determine what games are good for day streams versus night streams? It all depends. If it's a narrative-based game and it's lengthy,
Money. There's the simple answer right there. It's all about the money.
usually you start off as a day stream and you see how it does. If it ends up losing traction, then it becomes more of a chill night stream. Typically, lengthy JRPGs always end up being chill night streams. Multiplayer depends on the game.
Oh, was that a snort? Hold on.
Losing traction, then it becomes...
Let me slow this down. That might have been a snort there. Give me a second. Very important we establish whether it's a snort or not.
Becomes more of a chill night stream. Typically, lengthy JRPGs always end up being chill night streams.
I mean, we didn't hear it. but it looked like it was. But there was nothing audibly there. You know? But I didn't hear it though, that's the thing. I was hoping we would have heard it, but I feel like we need to hear it to confirm it, because that's usually what I do anyway.
Typically lengthy JRPGs always end up being chill night streams.
We didn't hear it, so nah, we can't count it. The ones, every single snort I've counted so far is ones I've heard. So we've got to go with what we hear. That's the way it is.
Player. Depends on the game. For example, Street Fighter 6 did really well as day streams for a while, then when the hype died down, it became a good night stream, correct? It really all depends on the situation. Like right now, I really like having Fallout 4 as a day stream, but if interest continues to wane because Fallout Mania is ending, then maybe it would become a night stream. I don't know. We'll have to see. Hello, Game Boy. How's it going today? Good to have you here. I'm excited for the new Fatal Fury. We'll see when it comes out. I'm sorry, I just don't really have faith in the more indie style fighting games anymore. Like, they just don't get traction. You know, there's people who play them, but they don't really get as much focus or hype. I've tried playing them, people don't really care. So, you know, kind of stick to the bigger ones for me. Jade, how you doing? He says, I fell asleep today. I'm just gonna chat. Okay, Jade, if you're feeling sleepy, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's good to just have you here. All right, guys. I think let's end the show. All right, we can get set up here for another Crab's Treasure. Thank you all. Great show today. Thank you for the early support on the stream as always. I really appreciate that. And tomorrow we'll talk all about how the control change and the Crab's Treasure affected stuff, hopefully for the better. Maybe some news updates and stuff. And tomorrow, remember, we return to a full day of gameplay streaming unlike today. Thanks for a great show. See you on Tuesday. Peace out. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and let's get stuff set up initially. I do have to take a break to use the bathroom today. Nature is calling, so there will be a break here as I get stuff up and running. FYI. But then I won't need a break after the fact, which is good. Maybe just to get Jasper out here later when my wife comes home from work. Oh, my nose. I think we're good here. Is it fitting? Is the camera fitting the frame? I think it is, right? The game booted up. See you later, Don Finucci. Okay, see now, what happened is he messed with this wire, and now the wire is all tangled because he was playing with it, and it tangled up.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Oh, for fuck's sake, D-Dog. Why? Why, D-Dog? Thank you, D-Dog, for the super chat, who says... And of course, he wants me to say this normally, and then I'll fucking do auto-tune stuff for it later. There is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. Ah, for God's sake. There you go, D-Dog. D-Dog, in case you guys aren't aware, D-Dog's convinced, and D-Dog's trying to get me to sing, you know, Kiss from a Rose by Seal. And he keeps, so that's the second time he sent a super chat with the lyrics. But apparently he's going to like put my voice in some sort of AI voice generator to try and fucking turn it into a song. Because that's D-Dog's very fucking bored, I guess, and that's why he wants to do his fucking thing. I don't know why that song, but it is what it is. So cheers, D-Dog, for the super chat, and hopefully my diction was quite coherent there, and you can work your magic with it.
See now, what happened is he messed with this wire, and now the wire is all tangled because he was playing with it, and it tangled on like 10 other wires. Ugh. Oh god. What's going on? What happened? Okay, we're back. Boot her up. Let's get it set up, and I gotta go on break to use the restroom. I don't know, does this game play music in the menus? You guys want to listen to the Another Crab's Treasure soundtrack while I'm on the crapper?
Nope.
Aggro crab. Arr. Let's see what kind of music is playing here.
Oh my
for God's sake.
dog! What's up?
Thank you very much, Prophet, for the super chat, who says, let me just get a sip, sorry. So thank you, Prophet, for the super chat, who says, rubber baby buggy bumpers. D-Dog, use this in the song as well. Rubber baby buggy bumpers is apparently his choice of things to use in the song. So there you go. Fuck me. Thank you, Prophet, for the meaningful super chat.
Listen. Like this? You want to listen to this? That's relaxing music, right? You want to hear that while I'm on break? That's nice. That's a nice music. All right, cool. Let's, here we go. All right, so guys, I'm going to go on a break to use the restroom, and I'll be back. And we'll continue on with Another Crab's Treasure. Sound good? Enjoy the nice sounds. I'll be right back.
So, I'll fast forward until it returns. Or is it still away now? No, it returns here. So, yeah. I'm optimistic of Phil snorting before he starts recording. Man, just waiting for the stream to not be broken. Give me a second here. Any second now. Any second now.
This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit and no fucking redemption.
All right. How's it sounding, guys? You like that? The nice music? Look what he's doing. He's playing with a heart. He's actually playing with a heart. That's cool. He plays like he's playing like hacky sack with a healing item. That's neat, isn't it? I like that. If you move, he loses it. Yeah, if you move, he'll drop it, right? He'll drop it and you gotta like recover it. That's pretty neat. People person says the game unironically makes me want seafood. In olden times, fish was more rare and luxurious than steak. Even if you go to the store today, tuna is expensive. Oh yeah, most seafood is expensive. That's absolutely true. A lot of seafood is very expensive. Even out here, I live in Seafood Central. Like out here is where you're supposed to be able to get tons of crab, cod, pollock, and that kind of stuff. And even like shellfish and stuff. And it's still super expensive. It's very expensive. Anyway, guys, welcome back. It's time to start with another crab treasure for today. Thanks for being patient. I received a tip during the break. A $20 tip from Gatsu Katsu. He's like, I don't really like this crab game that much, but I'm here for it. All right, well, Gatsu, thanks for hanging out.
Well, first of all, it's a $20 tip, so we must play the noise.
Now, it's my only stream of the day today. So I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with me despite the fact it's not your cup of tea. And thanks for the very generous tip. That gets us to our tier 1 tips goal before we even started the game. So thank you, Gatsu. Very cool. Excellent. Okay. And that means better glasses time as we begin. And keep in mind that we are going to change the control scheme to possibly make the game much better. We're about to find out, right? Okay. It's weird that the soundtrack's so relaxing, the game totally is not. Right? The game is totally difficult. Oh yeah, people person says he saw a guy kayak fishing, he caught a giant tuna and he can't help thinking, wow, like he just caught $1,000. I mean, pretty much, yeah. This is expensive, man. Okay. Do I have a favorite type of fish or seafood? It depends. I like all kinds. I like tuna, I like salmon, I like tilapia, I like cod, I like eel, lobster, crab, you know, I keep going, shrimp, I like it all. Okay, here we go. Oh, and record, let's try again. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Crab's Treasure.
You know what? I'm going to count that snort from before, because that was a fucking annoying fucking podcast. I'm giving us a bingo. Phil snorted, and it was a silent snort. And I was in two minds whether to include it, but fuck it, I'm counting it. 20 snorts. We have our 3 free spaces we need. I'm giving it.
Burger. Full house? Oh boy. How exciting. Anyway.
Phil clearly did snort, although the microphone didn't pick it up. And I felt bad saying no to it. But it's one of those ones where if we can see he snorted, even if we can't hear it, and it's obvious he has snorted, we should still count it. That's the way I see it. So fuck it, there we go. So there you go. I'm giving us a bingo, that's it. You know what I mean? I was in two minds about it, you know what I mean? But I've been debating it, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it, Phil snorted. We know he snorted. We all saw he snorted. Just because we can't fucking hear it sometimes doesn't mean that he fucking didn't do it. So there you go. 50 buckaroos on the bingo prize fund. That is up to that. So there you go. Cool stuff indeed. Guys, I don't say live DSP is like now, essentially.
And holding the button. And also,
who fucking cares? Oh, the otters, are they back? Are the otters back? Let me go to live. I don't know if the otters are back yet, sadly. The water's been filled again in the pool, but yeah, I don't think they're there. Let's go to Monterey Bay instead. And they're not fucking there either. All the otters are on break. Bugger it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna... God damn it. I went and changed our streams and they're all fucking gone still from that one as well. Is there a third otter stream I can fucking go to? I'm running out of otter streams. There's only so many I can have. I have a bugger it. Guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. Shorter bingo today compared to the other day, you know, but hey, Phil said a lot of things quite early on. Thank goodness, you know, we got to... we go through the bingo and everything else. So there we go. We've had 2 full houses in a row. We're up to $50 in the bingo prize fund, which is grand. I do hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you had a grand time. And yeah, I'll return tomorrow for some more bingo antics and all that jazz. But until then, I'm going to wrap things up there and I'm going to end how it always ends. I'm going to play Notorious P.I.G. contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. But there you go. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, whatever it is you end up doing with it. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for some more bingo. But until then, have a good one and catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
all right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.